Thanks, Dr. Ramesh, for the invitation to this particular program. So I think without any delay, I will let me share my screen. Okay, screen. Has it come, sir?
Not it, sir.
Hello.
Not it, sir.
Share screen. Now the screen is shared.
Not it, sir.
Has it come?
No, sir. Yes, sir. Now I can see the screen. Presentation has come. Yes, sir. Now we
Okay.
can see full screen slideshow. Thank you, sir. Please proceed.
So, good morning, students and participants, respected members of KSTA. The topic I have selected is exploring opportunities in basic science. I will be speaking in English. If you have any doubts, you can ask me in Kannada, no issue. I will try to understand and I will answer you back in English, or I think KSTA officials will help me in translating your questions and my answers to you. Uh, so, how first of all, I would like to ask each one of you: have you ever thought about your future career? Now, I understand that most of the participants maybe after your 10th standard or after your 12th standard. So most will be in the high school or high secondary school students. So, have any one of you thought that what I want to become in your future, right? I think the school time, especially the high school time, is the time when we have to take a decision how I should groom in the future, what I should become. So normally in our society, what we see is we have only two options: prepare for the competitive exams like JEE, NEET, right? And if you don't qualify these things, people think that your life is completed, right? There is no life after if you don't qualify NEET and G. So always the students have a confusion what to do, whether to obey your parents or obey your teachers or obey your friends, right? So your decisions in most of the cases, the children's decisions are taken not by yourself. You will keep whatever your interest, you will keep inside your mind, and you don't have the courage to express your what you call interest to your teacher. So always it is by the peer pressure you take the decision. So whether this peer pressure will help you in your future, again it is a question mark. You have to rethink about that thing. So always we have to confusion what to do after your plus two. Yeah? So when you are born from your childhood days, you would have heard your parents saying that, okay, once you the 10th standard exam is the biggest exam challenge in your life. After 10th standard, you are like what do you call, you are a grown-up person, then you don't have any tension. This is how our parents gives us encouragement to study during our school days. Actually in my home it was like that. I was on the belief that after 10th standard I can be a free bird. I need not study much, but that is a wrong impression. Studying is an or learning is a lifelong process. 10th standard is, or 10th standard or 12th standard are what you call distinct stages in your long career. So it is not the end, or it is not the what I can say, it is a beginning. It is a continuous process. So don't think that after your 10th or after your 12th, you can relax and enjoy your life. No, you can relax, you can enjoy, but steady process will continue, right? So now, since I am focusing on, see, after your 12th standard, there will be lot of options. I don't know how many of you are from the science background. There will be students who are not from the science background. But being a science person, I will focus more on the science. But I don't say that science is all. I always respect students who have interest in art subject, students who are good in commerce, students who are good in language, regional language, or Hindi, Kannada, whatever maybe. So yeah, it does it. So my point is not you should all of you should take science, but if somebody has a science background and somebody wants to pursue a science, how should it be? Otherwise also, those of you have taken science in your plus two, sometimes you may not like science, right? You might have taken science because of peer pressure from your parents or teachers or friends or relatives. But after your plus two is you have to take a call. You have to take a decision whether I have to stay in science or whether I have to move from science to other topics. It is your choice, right? Now, whether you have interest in science or not in science, my question is, can any one of you think of a day without science? You are from your birth to death, the whole lifespan of a human being, all the what you call modern facilities we enjoy, right, uh, are the fruits of science. Even we are born with the help of science, I will say, because when a baby is brought out, doctors use the what they call various medical facilities, scanning procedures, right? All these are fruits of science. So we are born because of science, I will say. So even whether you like science or not, science is very essential, and you have to, all of you should respect and enjoy science, and you have to respect the scientist also, right? So nowadays you cannot all students have this mobile phone and you play with the mobile, right? You play less outside in the garden, or less outside in the what do you say, in the ground. Always you are in mobile. Whether this is good or bad, that is another question. But I will say that from your mobile, from your what you call the fast food, junk food is you call junk food. Even if people call junk food, you like to have a KFC, you like to have uh, n number of food outlets, right? Even the dosha batter you get in your market is a product of science. It's a product of what they call, it's a technology standardized by CFTRI. Of course, your mother, your grandmother, all of us would prepare dosa batter or idli batter, but we never had this culture of packing the batter and keeping it for a long time, right? Or marketing to the batter that is produced in Bangalore can be marketed to overseas, right? So when it gets commercialized, there should be certain parameters, there should be certain qualities that should be there. So all these things have been standardized with the help of science. Even your milk powder, the milk powder that you get is produced by our scientists from CFTRI and Amul, right? So you cannot imagine, from food that we eat to all the conveyances we enjoy are products of science. During COVID, we have seen the how we tackled the COVID virus. Even now, COVID is there, but still we have forgotten. But we have the medicines, we have the infrastructure to combat such a pandemic. Now we have developed the hydrogen fuel, because you know that fossil fuel crisis is there, and fossil fuels are going to affect the climate. And now you are in, even in Bangalore or in Delhi yesterday, the climate was around 50 plus. So the climate is changing, and we have to do something remarkably for that. Our scientists have developed a hydrogen fuel vehicle. Recently you might have seen that the Tesla, the Elon Musk, he has brought out a movable house, right? So wherever, if you can build house within days, and have otherwise you have to wait for 6 months or 1 year, right? uh, in agriculture, see, whatever vegetables that comes to your market, the rice you eat, see, you cannot say one thing which is not the product of science. So from birth to death, we are involved in scientific fruits, right? In Bangalore recently, in one of the school, even in education, the physical human teacher has been replaced by the robotic teachers, right? And Elon Musk, he recently, by the Neuralink project, he has implanted certain chips in the human brain. So it's a big project of, he has a crazy idea. And people think that by 2050 we will be building the space colonies. This building space colonies is not a easy task. It has been long process that have been going on through the time. I think our people have visualized going to space, and by in your time itself you will see the first human settlement in the space. So all these wherever you are enjoying this science, there is a component of the career. So you can work in all these fields. Just close your eyes and think about the fruits that you are eating because of science, and in which field you will fit, whether you will fit as a medical person, whether you will fit as an engineer, whether you will fit in the what you say, space. In all these places, science has a role. So if you have any doubt, I can tell you more about that. So choosing a career is an important decision that have a significant impact on your life, right? Job is like it is, sorry, building a career. It's a long-term pursuit that can provide personal fulfillment, right? If you are interested in working in a lab, but you got a job as a conductor in a bus conductor, you may not like it. Yeah, it is not at all your passion, or it's your vision to work as a conductor. You studied to with a focus to become a scientist. So if you go like that, you will become frustrated. You might have seen many of our bus conductors who are postgraduate or even doctorate people. They get easily frustrated by the customers because it is not the job for them. For by mistake or because of compulsion, they are forced to take such jobs. So you have to choose a career, what you call it, carefully. It should not be a compulsion. It should not be an accident. Career, it should be fulfilling of your dream. Then only you can enjoy. Otherwise, it will be even if you get a good government job, if it is not of your passion, you will always become frustrated, right? That issue will be there. But getting a job, of course, if you are getting a good government job, you will get financial stability, right? You might have heard your parents saying that they are getting pension, because it's a lifelong. Even after you retire from job, you will get that financial stability. So it is up to you how you want to design your career. Some people will say, I'd like to work in a private sector because there will be more flexibility. You don't have to go by the government orders and all these things. So it is up to you. So basically, when you study science in your schools for high school and higher secondary, you will be studying physics, you may be studying chemistry, botany, zoology, mathematics, right? So these are the broad areas where in school level we are dealing with. Sometimes botany and zoology will be clubbed as biology, right? But when you move up the ladder, all these subjects still have different subsects, I will say. Like physics will have quantum physics, right? Mathematics will have algebra, and in biology is like an ocean, right? You have microbiology, you have biochemistry, you have food science, you have what do you say, food and nutrition, you have molecular biology, you have evolutionary biology, you have archaeology, you have paleontology. So it's a big branch. So life science. So basically in science, even though in school level we say that it is physics, chemistry, maths, biology, earth science is also a science. Social science is also part of, it's also considered as a science, even though we are not taught in that manner, right? Then of course there will be what do you call formal science, mathematics and philosophy, all this comes in the formal sciences. Okay. So during your 12th standard, you might have heard about professional courses. Your parents may be interested in sending you to the professional courses. Medicine is a professional course. Engineering is a professional course. But what is the difference between a basic course and a professional course? See, basic course focus on fundamental principles and theories that underpin various scientific disciplines, right? So you may be observing certain things in the nature. See, for example, Newton had this insight about Newtonian laws of gravity and all these things when that apple fall, right? So it was a normal process. So in the nature, there are X number of questions. So we are trying to find out how this happens. And it is, see, birds fly. It is by looking at the flight of the birds, scientists have developed the, or engineers have developed the aircraft. So all the fundamental things of the nature comes under basic science. And professional courses focus on skills and knowledge directly applicable to specific careers or profession, right? So when you say that medicine is a professional course, in when you study medicine in medical, for a medical student also, they study a lot of subjects. They study anatomy, they study physiology, they study human biochemistry, molecular biology, all these things. So all these things are basic science, right? So don't think that professional course doesn't have a pinch of basic science. Without basic science, no professional course or no applied courses can have a standing. Okay, so it cannot exist. All professional courses are built on basic science because it's an application level. Only when you have a knowledge pool, you can translate that basic science to a professional thing, right? So medicine, all of you are very familiar, right? Because this is the thing, our society, I think from Kashmir to Kanyakumari, all parents will say to the students, if it is a bio, you become a doctor, right? So again, doctor, there are a lot of doctors, right? You have the allopathic doctor, MBBS, which has the highest, the society gives respect to them. Then you have the dental doctors, then you have Ayurvedic doctors and homeopathic doctors. But see, as per when you go through the abbreviation, when you read the what do you call expansion of this abbreviation, you will see that in all these doctors, there is a surgery component, right? So so that means but all these people are learning almost the same thing, but still society gives some more importance to allopathic doctors. So it is again, it is up to your choice. I'm not saying that you should not go for medical science, because we need, if you have that passion, don't take medical science as a profit making organization. It is a service. We need the good doctors are needed in our villages, right? There are a lot of needy peoples. So if you have that selfless service mentality, of course you have to go for the doctor profession. Then some people, okay, you have not qualified need, and you will say that I find it difficult to support the studies. So but they want to be in the medical profession. For such students, what you can do is you can go for the you say paramedical or allied health sciences. There is some branches that goes along with the medical profession. For example, B Farm, Bachelor of Pharmacy, right? Pharmacists are in very high demand in many foreign countries, because you know that even when you go to a doctor, the doctor prescribes the medicine, but that medicine who gives, it is given by the medical rep, company medical representative. And how this comes to the company representative, because it is developed by a strong group of pharmacy scientists in the medical companies, right? So it is in high demand. Well, every hospital there should be a pharmacist, or even to start a medical store you need the pharmacy certificate, or a B Farm or diploma. And nowadays you have Farm D also, doctor of pharmacy, which is in high demand in I think in Western countries. Then you have the Bachelor of Physiotherapy, because whenever you have a uh, paralysis and you have any pain, you go to the physiotherapist. So these are all associated jobs in the healthcare sector. Then medical laboratory technology, radiology. Or, see, you cannot even when you go for a eye checkup, the eye doctor will give all this. They will look at you. Then they will send to the optometrist. It is the optometrist who checks your eye power and all these things, right? In most of the case, in big hospitals. So that is also an associated job. Nursing, of course, everybody knows. Then there is a high demand of biomedical engineering in recent times, because yeah, when you have multi-specialty hospitals, you will have sophisticated instruments, and to handle these sophisticated instruments, you need biomedical engineers. Biomedical engineers, don't think that they will work only in the hospital. We have great institutions like Sri Chitra Tirunal Institute of Medical Sciences of Department of Science and Technology, Government of India, where they offer this biomedical engineering course. And there, these biomedical engineers, they are involved in developing bioceramics, prosthetics, all these things. So biomedical engineering is also a very lucrative job getting degree. And agriculture science, because in Bangalore or in Karnataka, I know that you give more stress to the agriculture. Agriculture again, the problem is, if you have a passion, if you are the what you call a son of the soil, don't think that an agriculture person is a white collar and they will not touch the soil. In that such scenario, agriculture scientist may not work. Otherwise, if you study BSc Agri, you will get good jobs in agriculture departments or in private sectors, right? BSc Agri is there, horticulture is there, dairy science is there, agricultural engineering is there. In agriculture also, you use lot of sophisticated machinery, tractors, lot of things are being used in the agriculture. So the agriculture engineering also is a good emerging field. Then forestry science, Bachelor of Forestry courses are there. So you get good openings in the state and central forestry services. If you qualify IFS, you can get into the central service. Then nowadays, even students and people like forensic science. See, forensic science, even though the career is very limited, but if you want to be, if you have this passion, and if you are passionate about doing this crime investigator or something like that, you can study BSc forensic science also. And we need good teachers, right? We need good teachers. Earlier, it's a good teacher, that is an asset of the nation. Mm. whether you become a doctor, engineer, that's all secondary. The primary thing is you have been taught to reach that level. See, think about your life. Now you are in the 10th or 12th standard. How you began your learning process? You might have studied in a or a kindergarten, right? From your have taught you, and it is their hard work that have molded you. What you are today is because of your great teachers. So teaching is again a great career, and if you are interested in pursuing a teaching career, earlier the option was only after degree you can go for B.Ed, but now it is not like that. If now soon after your plus 2 also, directly you can go for the BSc B.Ed or BA B.Ed. So the science course they have BSc B.Ed, and arts they have BA B.Ed. So that option is there now. Then, of course, the pure and basic science. So, basic science, many people nowadays think that it doesn't have any future. There are lot of wrong things mentioning about basic science, but I will say these are all rubbish thing. It is not like that. Basic science has got more importance than ever. See, when India became successful in our space programs in Chandrayaan or Aditya mission, uh, or in the forthcoming Gaganyaan, in all these space mission, we see only the ISRO scientists coming in the picture, but scientist comes in the final stage. When you make a satellite, before it becomes a satellite, there is a lot of base work done by the mathematicians, physicists, chemists, even biologists. So there are a lot of works in the background. So don't think that basic science are irrelevant. Basic sciences are more relevant in today's world. Only thing is many people doesn't know what is an application. So that is the main issue. So you have the BSc in physics, chemistry, botany, zoology, mathematics, environment science, microbiology, lot of subjects available. You can choose any choice. It doesn't matter. You have to take only this a particular course. You can take biotechnology, uh, anything. But one advantage of taking a basic science degree is when you study science or any branch of science, in BSc level, you are also learning language. You will be learning Kannada, you will be learning English, right? So you have that language skills also, and it is these language skills that help you in your future career also. So even though I say that all these subjects are there as per the new education policy, and also in the current global scenario, the concept of subject has gone. Don't think that when you if I'm a student of botany, doesn't mean that I should study botany alone. I should study chemistry also. I should have a knowledge of physics also. I should, of course, I should know zoology, because zoology and botany are two sides of the same coin, right? I should know history, because in many cases I should know the scientific history. I should have I should also study literature. Then only I can communicate. I should have a taste for fine arts. I should understand the concept of social science, because when I say science, how this science impacts the society. For that, we need to understand social science, right? Otherwise, if I'm studying science and I'm studying science, what is the utility? It should come to it will go to the society, right? So in today's world, it is transdisciplinary. You should collaborate with different disciplines. You should understand. I'm not saying a biology student should learn everything in chemistry, but they should at least understand the fundamental principles of chemistry, physics, maths. Fundamentals should be learned, right? Now there are another question, whether the new generation courses like biotech or microbiology or bio nanotechnology, all these things have a great future or not, right? So again, I will say it is your interest. There is nothing like basic science, or there is nothing like applied science, new generation courses. If a particular topic is interested to you, you feel that this topic is good, you join for that course. That is my suggestion. And if you have not taken any decision, you don't have any clear cut idea, okay, I want to study biology, that's all, but I have not decided in which branch of biology I want to specialize, then it is always safe to take the basic science. If you don't have a clear cut vision of a subject and your career, don't take any new gen course. My suggestion is go for the basic science at the BSc level, and then for the postgraduate level you shift to uh, other areas, like for example, if suppose a student has not decided whether I should go for study in bio nanotechnology or biotechnology or environment science. So if that confusion is there, what you have to do is you take a course in botany or zoology in the base BSc level, and in the PG level when you go for the MSc, you change the domain. You can go for biotech, bio nano, whatever suits you, or environment science or food science, whatever. But basic, if you're not decided your career and your choice, better to take the basic science degree. So now after studying science, what is your future, right? Everybody wants a job, because nowadays nobody is interested in acquiring knowledge. In earlier times, if you ask a student why you are studying, you will say, I want to gather knowledge. Now it is not like that. Now every student wants immediate job. If you get a job after your plus two, you are more happy, right? You want to you most of you want to become multi-millionaire within a quick span of time. So for that students, I will say science is not your cup of tea. It is not easy in science to make money immediately. Of course, you can make, but you should have the patience to wait for at least 3 to 5 years minimum, right? So there are different options. One is from you get the degree, then you go for the MSc, then you do the PhD, then you become the professors of the university, or you get the degree, BSc degree, then PG, then you take the B.Ed degree, or anything as Bachelor of Education, so that you can go for the school teaching level. And if you are interested in industry, I will suggest, if you are interested in industry work, you go directly after your BSc. See, all BSc students, whether you are botany, zoology, chemistry, physics, all these people can work in an industry. There, you need not wait till you get a PG degree. Industry people don't look at your academic credentials. You just need to pass your degree. They are not looking at whether you're a rank holder, whether you got 90%. No, they are not interested. But when in academy, when you go for a professorship, they of course will check whether you have good marks in your degree, post graduation, PhD. You have whether you how is the quality of your work, how many publication you got. All these things will be checked when you apply for a university level professor or assistant professor. And then you can go for in science also. There are a lot of posts like a manager, coordinator, outreach officer. A lot of things are there in government sector. There also you can apply after your post graduation. Then there are a lot of NGOs, non-governmental organizations working in Bangalore. Also, there are a lot of NGOs. They will be working in either in the environment related issues, or the domain. There are different domains will be there. So there also MSc students can work. Asim Premji Foundation, they take students to work in the community level. Apart from that, if you have good writing or skill or oral skill, you can be a science communicator. You can work with the newspapers as a journalist, or newspapers or TV channels as a journalist. You can be a big good science movie maker, right? You might have most of you make small videos using your mobile phones, but as a science student you can make science movies, and that should be a stepping stone, and you can learn more. You can go for higher studies in Pune Film Institute or Satyajit Ray Film Institute in Calcutta. In that way you can divert your choice. There are science outreach managers, science museum. There is a museum in Bangalore also, Vishesharaya Museum. So similarly, in across India, there are a lot of science museums. In line science museums, science people are recruited. There are a lot of vacancies for science students there. Then designer. In science, we need designers and illustrators. They are in very high demand. If you have the skill of designing or making some poster, that can be utilized for your career. And in Bangalore now we have the science archives also. That is also an emerging area where people are documenting the scientific documents for the future generation. So the question is where to study, right? So you have all these things, opportunities, all these things are there, but uh, science is a competitive field, I will say. Until and unless, it is not only science, in any field it is like that. Until and unless you have a quality, nobody is going to give you a job. You should have the quality and you should have a skill. Nobody will give you a job simply by saying that I have a degree from Mysore University, I have a degree from Bangalore University or XYZ University. No, that period has gone. So always it is better if possible, after your plus two, you try to qualify some national level entrance test and get into some national level institutes like ISER, that is Indian Institute of Science Education and Research. We have many ISERs across the country. Try to get into this ISER. And also there is another institution, National Institute of Science Education and Research in Bhubaneswar. You can try these institutes. The beauty is they have an integrated program. 5 years you study there, you get the maximum world class facility and exposure. Naturally, you will become a successful scientist, right? You will get the openings. uh, this is the a notification that came this year. The exam is going to happen on June 9. The application opens about around April 1st. So you can next year also you can check. Then for NICER, there is an entrance exam known as NEST exam, National Entrance Screening Test, that is conducted by uh, National Institute of Science Education and Research Bhubaneswar and DAE Center for Excellence in Basic Sciences, uh, Mumbai, right? It's under Department of Atomic Energy. Then in Bangalore, your Indian Institute of Science, they also offer a 4-year Bachelor Science program. See, this is one of the excellent programs. Try to get into this program because IIC has a rich heritage. It is one of the world's best science institutions. So if you want to study in science, the first preference I will say, of course, to IIC, but the competition will be tough because you have only one IIC in Bangalore. That is all. That is needed. Only one is needed because that will keep the quality of the institution. Otherwise, you try to apply for the next preference should be ISER and NICER. Then the third preference should be the central universities. Across India, we have I think 44 central universities, and these central universities nowadays conduct a common entrance test for the undergraduate programs. So there is option of writing this entrance exam in regional language, including Kannada, right? So another interesting thing of this year's Central University entrance exam was that you have to use both pen, paper, and computer based. So most of the exams were in the computer mode, so you forget how to write with pen and paper. So this is a good initiative, because hybrid means you can analyze the student critically, and also the beauty is you can write in regional language, right? So there is nothing, so that there will be an equal benefit to the students who studied in CBSE level and also in the state level schools. So these are some of the top central universities. I will suggest your first preference should be JNU. So try to get, see, if you don't qualify in the 10th top 10 central university, don't bother. It is always better to be in that 40. Try to get into any one of these central university list. I think 40 universities are there. But preferably for science, JNU, Banaras Hindu University, University of Hyderabad, the University of Delhi. These are excellent, and Hyderabad Central University is one of the best centers for life science with respect to the facilities, right? So all central universities are good, but the question is whether all of you will qualify this, and you will ask what will happen, because all of you cannot qualify this entrance exam. So don't get despair, right? See, all failures, failure is the stepping stone for success. If you go through the history of what do you say, great scientists, including Einstein. Albert Einstein was not at all a good school student. His school teacher told that he is useless fellow. So he has been told by his the teacher told his mother, Albert's mother, to uh, take him off from the school, and it is his mother who taught him in home. And later, at that time, neither his teacher nor his mother thought that Albert Einstein will become a great scientist later. So don't get despair that if you fail in NEET, or if you fail in these entrance exams, you are worst. You will have certain skills. You can still be an Einstein, right? That is the history. It is many people have shown like that. Einstein's life history is the best, because everyone considers Einstein is the top scientist in the world, right? Albert Einstein is given more respect. But that scientist during his school time was an useless fellow. This is the report given by his teacher. Say, don't get despair. Try to go join any good college in your region, and after your MSc, you can try for higher studies in good national institution. See, also there is sometimes your some students will be forced to work for the family. I also say that you have to take care of the family. It all depends on family matters more. So if there is a need to support the family, you work for the family. There is nothing wrong in that. But along with working for the family, you can also learn. You can also earn degree from IGNU, Indira Gandhi National Open University, which is also a central university where you can have what do you call education in the off-campus mode. There will be Saturday, Sunday classes and all these things, so that you can work and you can learn, you can earn a degree, right? So there are a lot of courses available. If you go through the National Indira Gandhi National Open University website, or there will be certain IGNU local chapters near your city. There will be IGNU study centers in Bangalore itself. I think many colleges have the study centers. You can look at the website. In that way, also you can study. And these degrees, the degrees of Indira Gandhi National Open Universities, are approved by approved by UGC and all state governments. So don't bother. It is a highly reputed degree, but only thing is it is flexible, and it is off campus mode. uh, it is, but of course it's based on your priority. So if you don't have any other option, take a degree from IGNU. Don't take from other I won't suggest you to take degrees from there are a lot of agencies offering certificate, that certificate. these are all not valid. Try to get, if you want some certification, get it from IGNU. And after your BSc, uh, sometimes you may not be interested in becoming a scientist, or you may not like see your passion, your focus can change after your degree. When you studied your degree, you understand that okay, this subject is not good for me, I will stop, I will get a degree and I'll stop learning subjects, I won't go for MSc or PhD. Then what you have to do is, I will suggest all of you to prepare for civil service, right? You have IAS, IPS, Indian IFS, Indian Foreign Service is there, Indian Forest Service is there. So all these things are, if you qualify, you get respect, right? In your see after your degree, that means if you prepare now itself, you can prepare for civil service yourself, because if you go through the syllabus of civil service, you understand that around 30% of the syllabus is the school level history, geography, all these things. So that if you start preparing now onwards, you will surely qualify. And if you qualify civil service, imagine you are coming to your school in as a district collector, right? In that red beacon car with police protection and all that. Your teachers will be what they call they have to come to you and take you to the podium. See, it's you can imagine like that. It is always good to dream, as Abdul Kalam has mentioned. When you dream, you will develop the courage to become achieve greatness. And so start preparing for civil service. And this is the institute, Indira Gandhi National Institute of National Forest Academy in Dehradun. It is here the people who qualify Indian Forest Service exams are trained. Those who qualify forest. So if you are interested in IFS, take botany or zoology for your graduation, for your BSc. So along with BSc, you prepare for Indian Forest Service, and then you can become IFS officers. And this is the institute where IAS people are trained. This is LIFSNA, Lal Bahadur Shastri National Academy of Administration. So this is like a royal thing. If you qualify IAS and you get into the Masuri campus, you will see the during winters all these mountains will be snow capped, and from your bedroom and from your classroom you can watch all these mountains in the snow. And it's the facilities also, it's a nice place. I have visited a couple of times, so you can aim for IAS also. That is also good, because for all these things, BSc or BA is degree is essential. So after your degree, you can directly go for civil service, right? So in case you want to want to stay in the science and you want to earn more. See, in science also the career is not, or I will say in India, it is a lucrative thing, because for a scientist in central government, they get around minimum 1 lakh salary. So that is more than enough, right? 1 lakh salary plus their other benefits. They will what insurance to take care of your medical facilities, your parents' medical needs, your children's needs. So if you become a scientist, your life is secured. But the path towards achieving that scientist post is not quick. It is a slow process. You have to wait for 3 year degree, for 2 year PG, if you are going through the conventional line, or a 4 year honors degree plus one PG. Then for PhD you have to spend minimum 4 to 5 years. So ultimately, to reach the level of a scientist, you have to spend at minimum 8 years after your degrees, after your plus two. So if you have that patience, you can try for scientist, right? So whether you want to become a scientist, whether you want to become a civil servant, or any job, uh, some qualities, I will suggest all of you should read newspapers, right? Newspapers, you have to read magazines, you have to read popular science books. So these are essential. So please follow this. You have to read English newspaper. You have to read your local newspaper, Kannada newspaper, or English. You can any paper, because you have to up to date with the recent things that is happening. I am sure you will say that in mobile you get all these things, but mobile, of course, for quick glance it is good. But if you want to read some specialized thing, it will see when you read a newspaper, even in the mobile, when you read this thing, the news will come 24 COVID-19 patient in Nasik die without oxygen gas cylinder. Only this part will display. But when you read the newspaper, you will see the other part also. So you can your glance will go to that thing. So in that way, there will be you gather more information. This is my personal opinion, right? Then you have to read some magazines. See, you might have read about some children's magazines available in Kannada during your lower primary school days. But I will suggest, please read all these things even when you grow up, because even now I read one popular children's magazine in Malayalam regularly. Because what I feel is, when I read this children's magazine, my inquisitive nature and my curiosity grows. And this is my one of my MPhil guide, my teacher. He only suggested like this, because yeah, the teacher who taught me in MPhil, Professor Babu Philip, he comes to the university, Cochin University, in a briefcase, and in his briefcase it won't be biochemistry books. He used to carry all these Malayalam children's magazines like Balarama, Balamangalam, Chambak, and all these things. And I was astonished. And when I asked him, he told these are the things you have to read. But when I realized, now I realized that it is good when you read a children's magazine. Your imagination and your creativity will improve. And if you feel you're all grown up, you have to, of course, you have to read the science magazines. A government of India is publishing Science Reporter. At least you read Science Reporter. Then there is another magazine, Science India, which is being a monthly magazine published by Vipha. Then you have a lot of international magazine. So at least you try to read one of the science magazines. I think in Kannada also there are a couple of science magazines. Read it, because reading text don't give you much insight. And this there is a magazine during my school days. These were very popular: Biology Today, Chemistry Today, Physics for you, Mathematics Today, and all these things. These are meant for the NEET and JE, but I will suggest all of you to continue read this magazine, because after your BSc you need to write the Central University entrance exam, right? Or JNU entrance will be there, or after a lot of entrance exam comes after your BSc also. And there also you will have to tackle chemistry, physics, mathematics question. So if you continue to read such magazine, just a glance of this thing, it will be easy for you to qualify entrance exam for your post graduation, entrance exam for your PhD, and of course the prestigious CSIR JRF exam, which is needed for doing PhD, right? After your MSc, you have to write UGC CSIR or GATE exam. For all these things, these magazines will be good. So keep reading, even though it is for NEET, JE. It will have advantages for your future also. Then you have to read certain popular science books. There are a lot of popular science. See, popular science books. It will be explained in a very simple manner. For example, Love for Physics is a great book written by Walter Levin. If you read this book, you will understand that the physics that you learned in your classroom, your teachers have made it more complicated, right? So this has got an advantage, so please read it. It will be available for ICER students. In ICER, this is a compulsory book for all the first year students. So it is a nice book, popular science book. Please read it. And another book which is very much interested me is Letters from a Father to His Daughter by our first Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru. Why I like this book is in this book, he is writing letters to his daughter in Indira Gandhi. While he was in the jail, he is actually educating his such daughter, right? So if you read this book, I will say it's a very simple it is the best popular science book I have seen. uh, Nehru was not a scientist, but still, the way he explained scientific concepts to his daughter, and who was at the age of 8 or 9, it even for a person like me today, it creates a curiosity to understand more. So please read this book. This book is, I think, Kannada is also available, the translation, but try to read the English version, because it will give the original language, original scholarly knowledge about uh, the author, right? There are a lot of other popular science books available. You just, when you get time, those of you who are in Bangalore, you please visit your bookshop, Sapna Book House in Majestic. There they have excellent collection of popular science books. You don't no need to buy it, because sometimes it will be costly for you. But go and see and read the cover page and all this. At least you should know. And if you feel that some books are interesting for you, please buy it. Okay. So there will be lot of list, and I my suggestion is uh, all of you should listen to All India Radio regularly. So this is one thing which is essential for qualifying the civil service, or qualifying the entrance exam for every entrance exam for job, or for your studies every, because see, on All India Radio they have lot of science programs, and the beauty of All India Radio is they present this science programs within minutes, maximum 10, I think. So within 10 minutes, they explain everything in a short manner. So you will understand complex scientific principles in a very simple manner, and your listening ability will also improve. You don't have any distraction because you are listening. So please, yeah, listen to All India Radio. At least listen to their English news, Hindi news, Kannada news, so that you can learn three languages easily. So that is also essential, because a language skill is very essential in today's world. You should know our regional language. You should know our national language. You should know English. You should know foreign language. Sometimes students are learning French, or based on their interest. See. So anyway, I would suggest All India Radio. And for becoming a good scientist, identify few role models are, in your locality. There may be so many scientists in Karnataka, in Bangalore, and you try to identify them. These two are known to me personally. Process. I like CNR Rao. I like Belram. Professor Belram's way of teaching is, I like him. So sometimes these people inspire you to take up a subject, right? So you find out, you look around, who are the best scientists in your locality. Go and meet them. uh, you can, as a school student, you can visit any place. You just tell the guard that I want to meet a particular scientist. You go. You have the freedom, because they, as a small kid, they won't say no to you, right? So find out, there are a lot of Professor Vijayan was there, structural biologist of IIC. Uh, lot of people. Even GN Ramachandran, he was in IIC, structural biologist. In way back in what do you call it, Janaki Ammal. and now many females also donned the role of scientist even before our independent India, right? Yeah, this ECG Sudarshan, he has been nominated for Nobel Prize several times. Unfortunately, he didn't qualified it, right? She is Dr. Gagandeep Kang, the vaccine lady of India, and also she is the first women fellow of Royal Society, first women fellow of Royal Society from India. So many women are coming up in science in recent times. You know that the CSIR DG is first time CSIR got a female DG. CFTRI Mysore also have a female director, Dr. Sridevi. Then Tessie Thomas. A lot of women scientists are there in India now who are excelling and doing great work. So in the group, in the students, if always girls or women have an inhibition to come to the scientific field. It is not like that. There are many people have managed the family, and they're still managing their family. They became great what you call great scientist, right? This Renu Swarup, she reached up to the level of secretary DBT. See, so there are many people like that. As our prime minister has mentioned last few years back, the country needs more and more scientists. Today's scientist becomes a potent catalyst for an enduring change in the lives of our future generation. So we still lack the what they call, there is a lacuna of scientists in the country. So as per the statistics also, that is true. So we need more scientists. So see, suppose everybody is going for doctor, everybody is going to engineering, and nobody is learning science, there won't be no scientist in the world. And if there is no scientist in the world will be in deep chaos. We need scientists. It is, I will say, that it is the scientist who keeps this world in an order. So science, when you study science, it is not for India, it is for the whole humanity, it is for the whole world, right? When we find a solution for a problem, its fruits will be benefited by people who are sitting in US, sitting in what you call any part of the globe, whether Europe, Asia, any country. So it is for the whole world. So I'll stop my presentation. I have been my life has been inspired by my teacher. I always respect my teacher, Professor Matthew Koshi. Late, he passed away a few years back. The beauty of this teacher was that he was against his time. So whatever he taught me in 90s, I think that even today, none of the teachers teachers like that. So he was ahead of his time, several years ahead of time. He's a great teacher. I missed him because as a student, I will say sometimes we are carried away by the uh, common thoughts. But later I realized he's a great teacher. And I also get satisfaction when my students perform well. Many of my students are doing well. This is Dr. Ajit Ashogan. He completed his PhD from ICER Bhopal, and now he is working in US. This is Dr. Veda Krishnan. She is working as a senior scientist at IARI, Indian Agriculture Research Institute, New Delhi. She was the Fulbright Scholar of 2020. This is Dr. Aishwarya. She is working in a university in UK. She was the 2019 Marie Curie Fellow. Marie Curie Fellowship is the world's biggest, or the, I will say, highest monetary benefiting fellowship of over 1 crore. So the prize money is more than, I think, 1 crore. So she is now working in UK. Many students. This is Dr. Jodish. I had the fortune to teach few overseas students also. This is Mr. Behnam. Now he is working in university in Herat University in Afghanistan. This is Vidyanand. I taught him for his BSc, and now he is working in US. And this person, Vidyanand, was Yeah, see, that is why I used to tell. Sometimes as a teacher, we feel that okay, this student, his vision is different, and he may not come to science. As a student, Vidyanand was focused only on basketball. He was a good sports university level sports player, but a moment spark later shifted from him from a normal student to an extraordinary scientist. The transition can happen anytime. It doesn't mean he was an average, or you know that sports means people students will be less focusing on the studies, but still later he catch up, and he is a good researcher in US. This is Dr. Francis. He is the scientist in the DST, Department of Science and Technology, Sri Chitra Institute of Medical Science and Technology, Trivandrum. See, your life, you are a gem. All of us are gem, right? I this I like. This is a picture I captured from Ooty in the Nilgiri area. There, when you walk through the pine forest, you will be walking through the pine needles. But only when you just remove these pine needles, you can see beautiful mushrooms, especially in the rainy seasons. My point is, you are all gems. Your gems are hidden in your mind. So you have to explore yourself. What is your skill? What is that yeah, that you have not and the society has not known about you? Explore it. Come out like a colorful person, and become a successful person. So I will stop here. If you have any queries, I will be glad to answer. You can contact me anytime in my email or my mobile number. My mobile number I have given here. It is 9447121718. This is a WhatsApp number. If you don't get me in this number, please give me a WhatsApp message. I will get back to you as soon as I am free. Okay. So with this, I will stop my presentation. Thank you, uh, KSTA, and also all the participants for listening to me. I think I took almost 1 hour. So thanks. If there is any question, I will be glad to answer it. Thank you, sir. I will stop.
Thank you,
Dr.
sir. Thank you.
Biju, it was really a very wonderful presentation. I'm sure all the participants who are joined on Cisco WebEx and YouTube will be highly benefited by your talk. You also told about how important science communication is for science. Science communication is in the present world, and I'm sure all of them will imbibe all those qualities that you have elucidated in your presentation. Will be very useful for them. On behalf of KST and all the participants, thank you very much. And most probably, if there are any questions, Mr. Umesh will be reading out. You may please answer. Umesh?
I have requested all the participants to post in the WebEx as well, chat box, as well as in the YouTube channel. As of now, there are no questions, sir. If any questions they post, I will ask.
Okay, if there is any questions, you can later also
Yeah.
you can send me the questions. I can answer it. No issue.
Sure,
Okay.
sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Very much
Okay,
for your
okay,
time.
okay. Thank you, everyone. All the best for your future.
Even though you are in Delhi, you made time for this presentation. We are very grateful to you. Thank you.
Okay, so
Thank
thanks.
you very much, sir. Thank you very much.
Now, welcome to Dr. Professor Nataraj Karaba, sir. Welcome, sir. Now, without wasting
Namaste.
time, I request my colleague, Mr. Srinivas, to introduce Dr. Nataraj, sir, to the audience. Over to you, Mr. Srinivas.
Sir, good morning, sir.
Thank you. Am I audible?
Good afternoon, sir.
Yes, you are audible.
Yeah, thank you.
Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, sir. Sir, audible.
Yeah, thank you. I'm audible. You're also audible. Great. Thank you.
Yes, sir. So welcome you, sir, for giving this wonderful lecture on agricultural sciences. And welcome our CEO, Dr. M. Ramesh, sir, my colleague Ramesh Petty, and other participants. So, Dr. Nataraj Karaba, sir, is a professor at the Department of Crop Physiology, University of Agricultural Sciences, GKVK, Bangalore. And sir did PhD in crop physiology, University of Agricultural Sciences, Bangalore during 1996, and MSc Agriculture from the same university during 1991, and BSc Forestry, University of Agricultural Sciences, Bangalore during 1989. Sir, professional life is Dr. Nadras sir. Main research is focus on understanding the drought traits of plants, drought traits and prospecting genes contributing to drought tolerant traits in crop plants. He demonstrated that a few drought traits, mainly water mining and water conservation and cellular level tolerance to desiccation, are important for drought adaptation. Recently, Dr. Karabasar initiated research to explore endophytes as a means in modulating crop responses to abiotic stresses. Sir also served as a member of DST, Sir Plant Sciences Panel Committee member on Organism and Evolutionary Biology, Government of India, and also Review Advisory Committee member of ICR, IAHR, and also Central Sync Board and expert member and KBITS, Government of Karnataka, and sir is also served as jury member for Elevate program at Karnataka Startup Cell. Sir, more area of interest in the field of crop and plant physiology, abiotic stress biology, especially stress mitigation in crop plants using endophytes. Sir, almost published more than 86 national and international research papers in reputed journals, and edited one book, and also wrote 12 book chapters. And it is very, proud to feel sir has got 2 patents for his research work, and he is the top scientist in the world. Almost 4% of the world most recognized scientists. Professor Karavasar also conceived the idea to annotate unknown drought responsive genes and developed a web-based server, proteins of unknown function annotation server. It is a web server that predicts the possible function of an input sequence based upon the predicted domains and protein fold in collaboration with NCBS Bengaluru, and conceptualized an idea of gene pyramiding in plants, and developed a modified multi-site gateway cloning strategy for consolidation of genes in plants using modified vectors. Sir also developed a proof of concept to manipulate and bud break in mulberry, and provided interesting leads for inducing rapid growth in the mulberry tree. Demonstrated the relevance of endophytic fungi in importing abiotic stress tolerance in crops. So, sir, because of all these achievements and contributions in the field of crop physiology, sir got many awards. A few of them are Fellow of Karnataka Science and Technology Academy for the contributions made in the field of biotechnology, biochemistry, and biophysics, and Linus formed guest faculty at Umeå University, Sweden, and visiting faculty at Groningen University in the Netherlands, and visiting scientist at Wageningen University, Netherlands. With this brief background, on behalf of KST and all of you, on my own behalf, welcome you, sir, for giving this talk on agricultural sciences. Over to you, sir. Sir, over to you, sir.
Am I audible now?
Yes, sir.
audible.
Is that okay now? Hello?
Yes. Sir, audible, sir.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for very nice and long introduction, Srinivas. And most of the things what you mentioned is because of our students who contributed for our activity here. and I transfer everything to my students who did great things for us.
Yes.
So in this lab where I am actually working is at the Department of Crop Physiology for the benefit of others, and placed here. In fact, I would say in a very important place. University of Agriculture Sciences, Bangalore is the place. And our campus is called Gandhi Krishi Vijnana Kendra. It's one of the oldest research centers in the country. And of course, first agriculture university in the state of Karnataka. So I'm talking from GKVK campus, Gandhi Krishi Vijnana Kendra campus. So ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ ಶ್ರೀನಿವಾಸ್?
Yes, sir.
ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತಿದೆ ಸರ್.
Okay. So this ಟಾಕ್ ನಾನು ಕನ್ನಡ ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ ಎರಡೂ ಸೇರಿ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಒಂದು ಹರಟೆ ಥರ ಮಾತಾಡೋಣ. 40-45 ನಿಮಿಷ. ಐ ಥಾಟ್ ವಿ ವಿಲ್ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಚಾಟ್ and make sure that we get to know what we are doing. And most important thing is ನಮ್ಮ main role is to prime. ನೀವೆಲ್ಲ ಈಗ PUC ಮುಗಿಸಿರ್ತೀರಾ, ಹೈಯರ್ ಎಜುಕೇಷನ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತೀರಾ, ಮುಂದೆ ಏನು ಕ್ಯಾರಿಯರ್ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಏನು ನಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ನಾವು ನಮ್ಮ ಅಗ್ರಿಕಲ್ಚರ್ ಸೈನ್ಸಸ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಏನೇನು ಆಪರ್ಚುನಿಟಿ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳೋಣ ಅಂತ ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡಿ KST ಅವರು, ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ವಿಜ್ಞಾನ ಮತ್ತು ತಂತ್ರಜ್ಞಾನ ಅಕಾಡೆಮಿಯವರು ನಮಗೊಂದು ಅವಕಾಶ ಕೊಟ್ಟರು. ಐ ಆಮ್ ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ಫುಲ್ ಟು ದೆಮ್ ಫಾರ್ ಗಿವಿಂಗ್ ಅಸ್ ಅನ್ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಟು ಟಾಕ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ದಿ ಹೈಯರ್ ಎಜುಕೇಷನ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಕ್ಯಾರಿಯರ್ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ಅಗ್ರಿಕಲ್ಚರಲ್ ಸೈನ್ಸಸ್. ನಿಮ್ಗೇನಾದರೂ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಇದ್ದರೆ, ಏನಾದರೂ ನಮ್ಮಿಂದ ಬೇಕು ಅನಿಸಿದರೆ, ಎನಿ ಟೈಮ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಇಂಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟ್ ವಿತ್ ಅಸ್. ಸೊ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಏನು ಹೇಳಕ್ಕೆ ಇಷ್ಟಪಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ ಅಂದರೆ, ನಮ್ಮ ಕೃಷಿ ವಿಶ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾನಿಲಯ, ಯೂನಿವರ್ಸಿಟಿ ಆಫ್ ಅಗ್ರಿಕಲ್ಚರ್ ಸೈನ್ಸಸ್ ಅಂತ ಏನು ಕರಿತೀವಿ, ಈಸ್ a comprehensive, I would say, subject which covers multiple activities. And we are under the Indian Council of Agriculture Research ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಕೌನ್ಸಿಲ್ ಇದೆ, ಅದ್ರ ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಅವರು ಗೈಡೆನ್ಸ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದಿಸ್ ಯೂನಿವರ್ಸಿಟಿ ಇಸ್ ಅಂಡರ್ ದಿ ಗೌರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಚಿತ್ರ ನೀವು ಏನು ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ, ಕ್ಯಾಂಪಸ್ ಫೋಟೋ ತೋರಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ ನಾನು. ಇಟ್ ಮೈನ್ ಕ್ಯಾಂಪಸ್, ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ಡ್ ಯೂನಿವರ್ಸಿಟಿ ಇನ್ ದ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಈಸ್ ಯೂನಿವರ್ಸಿಟಿ ಆಫ್ ಅಗ್ರಿಕಲ್ಚರ್ ಸೈನ್ಸಸ್ ಬ್ಯಾಂಗ್ಳೂರ್. ಮೊದಲು ಮಾಡಿರೋದು ಇದು. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಡಿಮಾಂಡ್, ಅಗ್ರಿಕಲ್ಚರ್ ಎವ್ರಿಬಡಿ ಸೇಸ್ ಇಸ್ ರೀಜನಲ್ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್. ಈಗ ಒಂದು ತಳಿ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಅಥವಾ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರು ರೀಜನಲ್ಲಿ ಬೆಳೆದಿರೋದು ಮಂಗಳೂರಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಬೆಳಿಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಡಿಮಾಂಡ್ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಡಿಮಾಂಡ್ ಫಾರ್ ಅಗ್ರಿಕಲ್ಚರಲ್ ಸೈನ್ಸ್ ನಾಲೆಜ್, ವಿಜ್ಞಾನಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಯೂನಿವರ್ಸಿಟಿ ತಯಾರಾಯಿತು. ಬಟ್ ನಮ್ಮ ಕೃಷಿ ವಿಶ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾನಿಲಯ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರು ಮದರ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಲ್ ಅಗ್ರಿಕಲ್ಚರ್ ಯೂನಿವರ್ಸಿಟಿ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಒಂದು ಅನುಭವಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಕೃಷಿ ವಿಶ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾನಿಲಯ ಈಗ ಮೇನ್ ಕ್ಯಾಂಪಸ್ ಇರೋದು GKVK ಅಂತ, ಗಾಂಧಿ ಕೃಷಿ ವಿಜ್ಞಾನ ಕೇಂದ್ರದಲ್ಲಿದೆ. ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಹೇಳಿದಾಗೆ ಭಾಳ ಹಿಂದೆ ಶುರುವಾಗಿದೆ. ನಮ್ಮ ಯೂನಿವರ್ಸಿಟಿ ವೆಬ್ಸೈಟಿಗೆ ಹೋದರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ವಿಷಯಗಳು ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಸಿಗುತ್ತದೆ. ಇದಾದ ಮೇಲೆ ಎರಡನೇ ವಿಶ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾನಿಲಯ ಧಾರವಾಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಶುರುವಾಯಿತು. ಅದೇ ಥರ ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ವಿಶ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾನಿಲಯಗಳು ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಡಿಮಾಂಡಿಂದಾಗಿ, ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ರಿಕ್ವೈರ್ಮೆಂಟಿಂದಾಗಿ ಸರ್ಕಾರದವ್ರು ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡಿ ರಾಯಚೂರಲ್ಲಿ ಶುರು ಮಾಡಿದರು, ಬಾಗಲಕೋಟೆನಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ಚರ್ ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟ ತೋಟಗಾರಿಕೆ ವಿಜ್ಞಾನ ಶುರು ಮಾಡಿದರು, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಶಿವಮೊಗ್ಗದಲ್ಲಿ ರೀಸೆಂಟಾಗಿ ಒಂದು ಶುರು ಮಾಡಿದರು, ಬೀದರಲ್ಲಿ ವೆಟನರಿ ಯೂನಿವರ್ಸಿಟಿ ಮಾಡಿದರು. ಇದೇ ಥರ ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಥರದ ಯೂನಿವರ್ಸಿಟಿಗಳು ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟ ಸಂಶೋಧನೆ ಮತ್ತು ವಿಜ್ಞಾನ ನಾಲೆಜ್ಗೋಸ್ಕರ ಶುರು ಮಾಡಿದರು. ಸೊ ಏನಿದ್ರು ಕೂಡ ಕೃಷಿ ವಿಶ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾಲಯ GKVK ಬ್ಯಾಂಗ್ಳೂರು ಮದರ್ ಯೂನಿವರ್ಸಿಟಿ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. ಮೊದಲು ಎಲ್ಲ ಒಟ್ಟಿಗಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ನಾವು ಅವ್ರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಬೇರೆ ಯೂನಿವರ್ಸಿಟಿ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಕೋಆರ್ಡಿನೇಟೆಡ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಅಗ್ರಿಕಲ್ಚರ್ ಸೈನ್ಸಸ್, ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಸೈನ್ಸ್ ವಿಜ್ಞಾನವನ್ನು ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಡ್ತೀವಿ, ರಿಸರ್ಚನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಸೊ just for your benefit, all the agriculture universities are under the control of government of Karnataka. So ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಇರೋದು ಎಲ್ಲ ಗೌರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಕಾಲೇಜಸ್. Universities directly under the government. So there is no private institutions or agri-centric institutions in the state of Karnataka. ಈ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಗಳು ಗೌರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ರೆಗ್ಯುಲೇಷನ್ಸು ಮತ್ತು ಇಂಡಿಯನ್ ಕೌನ್ಸಿಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಅಗ್ರಿಕಲ್ಚರ್ ರಿಸರ್ಚ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ನಲ್ಲ ಫಸ್ಟಿಗೆ, ಅವರ ಗೈಡ್ಲೈನ್ಸ್ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ನಡೀತೀವಿ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವೀಗ PUC ಮುಗಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ, ಮುಗಿಸಿದವರಿಗೆ ಬ್ಯಾಚುಲರ್ಸ್ ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ತುಂಬ ಇದೆ. ಯಾವ ಬ್ಯಾಚುಲರ್ಸ್ ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ನೀವು ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ, ಅಗ್ರಿಕಲ್ಚರಲ್ ಸೈನ್ಸಸ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಬ್ಯಾಚುಲರ್ಸ್ ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಇದೆ, ಅನಿಮಲ್ ಸೈನ್ಸಸ್ಸಲ್ಲಿದೆ, ಅಂದರೆ ಫಿಶರೀಸು ಈ ಥರ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟಲ್ಲೂ ಇದೆ, ಹಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ಚರು, ಫಾರೆಸ್ಟ್ರಿ, ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ರಿಲೇಟೆಡ್ ಟು ಅಗ್ರಿಕಲ್ಚರ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ, ಬಟ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಸ್ಪೆಷಲೈಸೇಷನ್ ನಾವು. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟಿಂಗ್, ಅಗ್ರಿ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಂತ, ಈ ಉತ್ಪನ್ನಗಳನ್ನು ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್ ಮಾಡುವಂಥ ಒಂದು ವಿಜ್ಞಾನ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಅಗ್ರಿಕಲ್ಚರ್ ಇಂಜಿನಿಯರಿಂಗ್, ಸಿರಿಕಲ್ಚರ್ ಅಂದರೆ ರೇಷ್ಮೆ ಕೃಷಿ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಅಗ್ರಿ ಬಯೋಟೆಕ್ನಾಲಜಿ. ಈಗ ಬಯೋಟೆಕ್ನಾಲಜಿ ಒಂದು ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ತುಂಬ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಡೆ ಬೆಳೀತಾ ಇದೆ. ಅದ್ರ ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟ ಅಗ್ರಿಕಲ್ಚರ್ ಸೆಂಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಬಯೋಟೆಕ್ನಾಲಜಿ ಕೋರ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ, ಫುಡ್ ಟೆಕ್ನಾಲಜಿ ಇದೆ, ಡೈರಿ ಟೆಕ್ನಾಲಜಿ ಅಂತ ಇದೆ. ಹೀಗಾಗಿ ಅನೇಕ ಥರದ ಅಗ್ರಿ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಅಗ್ರಿ ರಿಲೇಟೆಡ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಸೈನ್ಸ್ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ಗಳು ನಮ್ಮ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಯೂನಿವರ್ಸಿಟಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಾಲೇಜುಗಳು ಗೌರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಕಾಲೇಜು, ಬ್ಯಾಚುಲರ್ಸ್ ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮು PUC ಆದವರಿಗೆ ಅವಕಾಶ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ಇದು ಒಂದು ವೃತ್ತಿ ಶಿಕ್ಷಣ ಕೋರ್ಸ್, ಅಂದರೆ ಅಪ್ಲೈಡ್ ಸೈನ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಟೆಕ್ನಾಲಜಿ ಟೆಕ್ನಿಕಲ್ ಕೋರ್ಸ್ ಇದು. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದೇರ್ ಫಾರ್ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಕಾಮನ್ ಎಂಟ್ರೆನ್ಸ್ ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಅವರು, ನಿಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ, ನಮ್ಮ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಪರೀಕ್ಷಾ ಪ್ರಾಧಿಕಾರ ಅಂತ ಒಂದಿದೆ, KEA, ಅವರು ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಕಾಮನ್ ಎಂಟ್ರೆನ್ಸ್ ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಅಂತ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಅದ್ರ ಮೂಲಕ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಅಡ್ಮಿಷನ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಅವಕಾಶಗಳಿದೆ. ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಸೈನ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಏನೇನಿದೆ ಅಂತ ನಾನು ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಕೃಷಿ, ರೇಷ್ಮೆ ಕೃಷಿಯಿಂದ ಹಿಡಿದು ತೋಟಗಾರಿಕೆ, ಹಾಗೆ ಫಿಶರೀಸು ಎಲ್ಲ ಬರ್ತದೆ ಒಂದು ಥರದಲ್ಲಿ. ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಯೂನಿವರ್ಸಿಟಿ ಅಂದರೆ ರೈತರು ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಏನೇನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಕೃಷಿ ಕೋರ್ಸ್ಗಳು, ಅವೆಲ್ಲ ಕೃಷಿ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಸೈನ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ, ಅಥವಾ ಕೃಷಿ ಕೋರ್ಸ್ಗಳು ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. ಇದು ಒಂದು ವೃತ್ತಿ ಶಿಕ್ಷಣ ಕೋರ್ಸ್. ಮಿನಿಮಮ್ 4 ವರ್ಷ ಇದೆ, ವೆಟ್ನರಿ ಆದರೆ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇದೆ, 5 ವರ್ಷ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಈ ಕೋರ್ಸು ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಎ ಪ್ರೊಫೆಷನಲ್ ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್. ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಟ್ರೆಡಿಷನಲ್. ನಾವೀಗ ನಮ್ಮ ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಟೈಟ್ಲು ಕೂಡ BSc ಹಾನರ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ಅಗ್ರಿಕಲ್ಚರ್ ಅಂತ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ, ಆ್ಯಸ್ ಪರ್ ದಿ ಇಂಡಿಯನ್ ಕೌನ್ಸಿಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಅಗ್ರಿಕಲ್ಚರ್ ರಿಸರ್ಚ್ ನಾರ್ಮ್ಸ್ ಪ್ರಕಾರ. ಸೊ ನಿಮಗೆ ಒಂದು ಐಡಿಯಾ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿದೆ. ಈಗ PUC ಆದವ್ರು ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಸೈನ್ಸ್ ಕೋರ್ಸಿಗೆ ಎಲಿಜಿಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಇದೆ. ನೀವು CET ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಕೂಡ ಬರ್ತಿದ್ದೀರಾ, ದೇರ್ ಫಾರ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ಎಲಿಜಿಬಲ್ ಡಿಪೆಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಅಪಾನ್ ಯುವರ್ ಕೋರ್ಸ್. ಏನು ಕಲಿತೀರಾ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ, ಏನೇನು ನಾವು ತಿಳ್ಕೊತೀವಿ ಅಂದರೆ ಬಹಳ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದಿದೆ. ಸೇ ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ PUC ಆದಮೇಲೆ ನೀವು ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರು ಸ್ಟ್ರೀಮ್ ಅಂತ ಬಂದಿರ್ಬೋದು. ಮೇನ್ಲಿ ಬಯಾಲಜಿ ಸ್ಟ್ರೀಮು, ಮ್ಯಾಥಮೆಟಿಕ್ಸ್, PCB, ಕೆಮಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿ ಈ ಥರ ಸ್ಟ್ರೀಮ್ ಬಂದವರು ಎಲಿಜಿಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ. ಎಲಿಜಿಬಿಲಿಟಿ ನೀವು ತಿಳ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ. ನಾನು ಎಲ್ಲ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆನೂ ಹೇಳಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಈಗ ಸಮಯದ ಅವಕಾಶ ಇಲ್ಲದೆ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ, ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟೈಮ್, ಲಿಮಿಟೆಡ್ ಟೈಮಲ್ಲಿ ಐ ಥಾಟ್ ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ವಿತ್ ಯು. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ಸೇ ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಕೃಷಿ, ಬ್ಯಾಚುಲರ್ ಆಫ್ ಅಗ್ರಿಕಲ್ಚರ್, BSc ಹಾನರ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ಅಗ್ರಿಕಲ್ಚರ್ ಸೈನ್ಸಸ್ ಅಂತಿದ್ರೆ ಇದು 4 years ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮು. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಈ ವೆಟ್ನರಿ ಸೈನ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಅಂದರೆ 4 ವರ್ಷಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ನಾನು ಕೃಷಿ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಏನೇನು ತಿಳ್ಕೊತೀರಾ ಅಂದರೆ, ನಿಮಗೆ ಸೋಷಿಯಲ್ ಸೈನ್ಸಿಂದ ಹಿಡಿದು ಬಯಾಲಜಿಕಲ್ ಸೈನ್ಸು ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ಗಳಿರ್ತವೆ, ಇಂಜಿನಿಯರಿಂಗ್ ಸೈನ್ಸ್ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ಗಳಿರ್ತವೆ ಈ ಕೋರ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ. ಅಗ್ರಿಕಲ್ಚರ್ ಎಕನಾಮಿಕ್ಸ್, ಅಗ್ರಿಕಲ್ಚರ್ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟಿಂಗ್ ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟಂಥ ವಿಷಯಗಳು ತಿಳ್ಕೊತೀರಾ. ವೆಟ್ನರಿ ಸೈನ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ, ಅದು ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಕೋರ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ರೂ ಕೂಡ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಅನಿಮಲ್ ಹಸ್ಬೆಂಡ್ರಿ, ಫಿಶರಿ ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟಂಥ ಒಂದು ಅನಿಮಲ್ ಸೈನ್ಸ್ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟು ಕೂಡ ತಿಳ್ಕೊತೀರಾ. ಕೃಷಿ ವಿಶ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾನಿಲಯ ಬ್ಯಾಚುಲರ್ಸ್ ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಅಗ್ರಿಕಲ್ಚರ್ಗೆ ಬಂದರೆ ಅಗ್ರಿಕಲ್ಚರ್ ಇಂಜಿನಿಯರಿಂಗ್ ತಿಳ್ಕೊತೀರಾ. ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ ಬಯೋಟೆಕ್ನಾಲಜಿ ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟಂಥ ವಿಷಯಗಳನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ತಿಳ್ಕೊತೀರಾ. ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ ಪೆಥಾಲಜಿ ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟ ವಿಷಯಗಳನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ತಿಳ್ಕೊತೀರಾ. ಪೆಥಾಲಜಿ ಅಂದರೆ ರೋಗಶಾಸ್ತ್ರ, ಸೂಕ್ಷ್ಮ ಜೀವಿ ಶಾಸ್ತ್ರ, ಮೈಕ್ರೋಬಯಾಲಜಿ ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟಂಥ ವಿಷಯಗಳನ್ನು ತಿಳ್ಕೊತೀರಾ. ಈಗ ಒಂದು ಬೆಳೆ ಬೆಳಿಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಕೀಟಗಳ ಬಾಧೆ ಇರ್ತದೆ, ಸೊ ಎಂಟೊಮಾಲಜಿ, ಇನ್ಸೆಕ್ಟ್ಸ್, ಅದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆನೂ ತಿಳ್ಕೊತೀರಾ. ದಟ್ಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್. ಝುವಾಲಜಿ ಸೇ ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್. ಅದಲ್ಲದೆ ನಾವು ನಮ್ಮ ಕ್ರಾಪ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಬೆಳೆ, ಅದ್ರ ಬಯಾಲಜಿಕಲ್ ಪ್ರಾಸೆಸ್, ಫಿಸಿಯಾಲಜಿಕಲ್ ಪ್ರಾಸೆಸ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ತುಂಬ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಕೋರ್ಸ್ಗಳಿದೆ. ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ ಬ್ರೀಡಿಂಗ್ ಕೋರ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ, ಅಂದರೆ ಹೇಗೆ ನಾವು ಹೊಸ ತಳಿನ ತಯಾರು ಮಾಡೋದು ಅಂತ. ಈಗ ಪೋಷಕಾಂಶಗಳ ಕೊರತೆ, ಹಾರ್ಮೋನ್ಸ್, ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ ಗ್ರೋತ್ ರೆಗ್ಯುಲೇಟರ್ಸ್ ಅಂತಿದೆ, ಅದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನಾವು ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ ಗ್ರೋತ್ ರೆಗ್ಯುಲೇಟರ್ ಉಪಯೋಗಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡು ಯಾವಾಗ ಬೇಕಾದರೂ ಫ್ಲವರಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಈಗ ಕೆಲವು ತಳಿಗಳನ್ನು ಕೆಲವು ಸೀಸನಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತ್ರ ಬೆಳಿಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಸೀಸನಲ್ಲಿ ಬೆಳೆಯಲ್ಲ. ಯಾಕೆ ಬೆಳಿಬಾರ್ದು, ಹೇಗೆ ಬೆಳಿಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಅಗ್ರಾನಮಿ ಕೋರ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಮಣ್ಣು ವಿಜ್ಞಾನ, ಸಾಯಿಲ್ ಸೈನ್ಸ್. ಈಗ ನ್ಯೂಟ್ರಿಯೆಂಟ್ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ನಮ್ಮ ಜೀವಕ್ಕೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಜೀವಕೋಶಗಳಿಗೆ ನಮಗೆ ನ್ಯೂಟ್ರಿಯೆಂಟ್ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಬೇಕು, ಅದು ಸಾಯಿಲಿಂದ ಬರ್ತದೆ. ಮಣ್ಣು ವಿಜ್ಞಾನ ತುಂಬ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟು. ಸೊ ಹೀಗಾಗಿ 4 ವರ್ಷ ಕೃಷಿ ವಿಶ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾನಿಲಯ ನೀವು ಕೋರ್ಸ್ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ, BSc ಹಾನರ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ಅಗ್ರಿಕಲ್ಚರ್ ಅಂತ ಬಂದರೆ ಅನೇಕ ಥರದ ವಿಷಯಗಳನ್ನು ಕಲಿತೀರಾ. ಸೈಮಲ್ಟೇನಿಯಸ್ಲಿ ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೋಸ್ ಟು ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಟೈಪ್ ಆಫ್ ಅಗ್ರಿಕಲ್ಚರ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ರಿಲೇಟೆಡ್ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಇನ್ಕ್ಲೂಡಿಂಗ್ ಎಂಜಿನಿಯರಿಂಗ್ ಆಸ್ ವೆಲ್ ಆಸ್ ಅನಿಮಲ್ ಸೈನ್ಸ್. ಆದ್ರಿಂದ ಕೆಲವರು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಕೃಷಿಗೆ ಬಂದರೆ ಒಂಥರ ಲಾಂಚಿಂಗ್ ಪ್ಯಾಡ್, ನಾವು ಯಾವ ಫೀಲ್ಡಲ್ಲಿ ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೂ ಸ್ಪೆಷಲೈಸೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೋದು. ಕೆಲವರು ಇಂಜಿನಿಯರಿಂಗ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡಿಗೆ ಹೋಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ, ಕೆಲವರು ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡಿಗೆ ಹೋಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಕೆಲವರು ಸೈಂಟಿಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಕೆಲವರು ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಹ್ಯೂಮನ್ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಓದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಅಮೆರಿಕದಲ್ಲಿ ದೇರ್ ಆರ್ ಸಮ್ ಯೂನಿವರ್ಸಿಟೀಸ್, ದೇರ್ ಆರ್ ಪ್ರಾವಿಷನ್ಸ್, ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಯುವರ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ. ಸಾಫ್ಟ್ವೇರ್ ಇಂಜಿನಿಯರ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಈ ಡಿಗ್ರಿಗೆ ಬಂದರೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಬೇಸಿಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಸ್ಪೆಷಲೈಸೇಷನ್ ಯಾವ ಫೀಲ್ಡಲ್ಲಿ ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೂ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಆದ್ದರಿಂದ ಕೃಷಿ ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟ ಎಸ್ಪೆಷಲಿ ಬ್ಯಾಚುಲರ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ಅಗ್ರಿಕಲ್ಚರ್ ಸೈನ್ಸ್ ಕೋರ್ಸ್ ನಾನು ಈಗೇನು ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ಇಂಥ ಕೋರ್ಸ್ಗಳು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮುಂದಿನ ಬೆಳವಣಿಗೆಗೆ, ಕರಿಯರ್ ಗ್ರೋತ್ಗೆ ತುಂಬ ಸಹಾಯ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ಅದು ನನ್ನ ಒಂದು ಅನುಭವ. ನಾನು ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಓದಿ ಬೆಳೆದಿದ್ದರಿಂದ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಕಡೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಸೆಟ್ಲ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದರಿಂದ ನಿಮಗೆ ಇದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಹೇಳಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಖುಷಿ ಪಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಮೈ interest, as well as I feel that you have a greater options and opportunities in the field of agriculture sciences. ಒಂದು ನಿಮಗೆ ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಹೇಳಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಅವಕಾಶದ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಹೇಳೋದಿದ್ರೆ, ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಗೊತ್ತು, ಕೃಷಿ ವಿಶ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾಲಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಓದೋರು ಕೃಷಿಯೇತರ ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟಂತ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಎಲಿಜಿಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ನಾವು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಅಸಿಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಪ್ರೊಫೆಸರ್ ಅಥವಾ ಪ್ರೊಫೆಸರ್ಸ್ ಟೀಚರ್ ಆಗ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬೇಕಾದರೂ ಕೃಷಿ ವಿಶ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾಲಯ ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತೆ. ಅದೇ ಥರ ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ದೊಡ್ಡ ಕೌನ್ಸಿಲ್ ಇದೆ, ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಆವಾಗಲೇ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ಇಂಡಿಯನ್ ಕೌನ್ಸಿಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಅಗ್ರಿಕಲ್ಚರ್ ರಿಸರ್ಚ್ ಅಂತ. ಅದರ ಪ್ರಕಾರನೇ ನಾವು ಎಲ್ಲ ಸಂಶೋಧನೆ ಆಮೇಲೆ ತರಬೇತಿ ಪಾಠಗಳು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಅವ್ರದ್ದೇ ಸಿಲೆಬಸ್ ಬರ್ತದೆ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ತುಂಬಾ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ಸ್ ಬರ್ತದೆ. ನ್ಯಾಷನಲ್ ಲೆವೆಲ್ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ಸ್, ಸೈಂಟಿಸ್ಟ್ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಥರದ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಅಗ್ರಿ ಯೂನಿವರ್ಸಿಟಿಯವರು ಪ್ರಿಫರ್ಡ್. ಅದಲ್ಲದೆ ಬೇರೆ ಥರ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ನಾವು UPSC ಅಂತೆಲ್ಲ ಕರ್ಕೋತೀವಿ, ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಥರದ ಸೆಂಟ್ರಲ್ ಗೌರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಜಾಬ್ಸ್. ಒಂದು ನಮ್ಮ ಯೂನಿವರ್ಸಿಟಿಯವರು ಅಥವಾ ಕೃಷಿ ವಿಶ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾಲಯ ಓದೋರು ಈಸಿಯಾಗಿ ಹೋಗೋದು ಇಂಡಿಯನ್ ಫಾರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಸರ್ವಿಸ್ ಅಂತ. ಅದು IAS, ಇಂಡಿಯನ್ ಅಡ್ಮಿನಿಸ್ಟ್ರೇಟಿವ್ ಸರ್ವಿಸ್ ಥರನೇ, ಇಂಡಿಯನ್ ಪೊಲೀಸ್ ಸರ್ವಿಸ್ ಥರನೂ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ತುಂಬ ಹುಡುಗರು ಹೋಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಫಾರೆಸ್ಟ್ರಿ ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ಸು ಅಥವಾ ಅಗ್ರಿ ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟು ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ನಿಮಗೆ ಅಂಥ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ಗಳು ತುಂಬ ಈಸಿಯಾಗಿ ಪಾಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು, ಕ್ವಾಲಿಫೈ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು. ಅದೇ ಥರ ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಥರದ್ದು ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸ್ಟಾಫ್ ಸೆಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಕಮಿಷನ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ, ಅಗ್ರಿಕಲ್ಚರ್ ಆಫೀಸರ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಸೈಂಟಿಫಿಕ್ ಅಸಿಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಥರ ಸಂಶೋಧನಾ ಪ್ರಯೋಗಶಾಲೆ ಲ್ಯಾಬೊರೇಟರಿ ಅಸಿಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಹಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ಚರ್ ಅಸಿಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು. ಈ ಥರ ನೀವು ತುಂಬ ನಾವು ಲಿಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಅಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ಆಪರ್ಚುನಿಟೀಸ್ ಬರ್ತದೆ ನಿಮಗೆ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಕೆಲವು ಆಹಾರ ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟಂತ ಫುಡ್ ಕಾರ್ಪೊರೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ ರಿಲೇಟೆಡ್ ಟು ಫುಡ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ರಿಲೇಟೆಡ್ ಟೆಕ್ನಾಲಜೀಸ್, ನಿಮಗೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅವಕಾಶ ಬರ್ತದೆ. ಬ್ಯಾಂಕಿಂಗ್ ಸೆಕ್ಟರಲ್ಲಿ ತುಂಬ ಅವಕಾಶ ಇದೆ. ಎಲ್ಲ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ಗಳು, ಕೆನರಾ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಟು ಸಿಂಡಿಕೇಟ್ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಅಂತ ಏನೇನೋ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಹೆಸರು ಕೇಳಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ ನೀವು, ನ್ಯಾಷನಲೈಸ್ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ಸ್ ಇವೆಲ್ಲ. ಇಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ನಿಮಗೆ ಅಗ್ರಿಕಲ್ಚರ್ ಆಫೀಸರ್ಸ್ ಬೇಕು, ಇನ್ ಅಡಿಷನ್ ಜನರಲ್ ಆಫೀಸರ್ಸ್. ಸಿನ್ಸ್ ನೀವು ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟಂತ ಫೈನಾನ್ಸ್ ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟಂತ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಓದಿದ್ರಿಂದ ಆ ಪರೀಕ್ಷೆಗಳು ತುಂಬ ಈಸಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಮೆಜಾರಿಟಿ ನೀವು ಬ್ಯಾಂಕಿಗೆ ಹೋದರೆ ಅಗ್ರಿಕಲ್ಚರ್ ಗ್ರಾಜುಯೇಟ್ಸೇ ಸಿಗ್ತಾರೆ ಈಗ. ಸೊ ಆಪರ್ಚುನಿಟೀಸ್ ನನ್ನ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ಎಲ್ಲ ಫೀಲ್ಡಲ್ಲೂ ಇದೆ. ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಕಡೆ ನೀವು ಹೋಗ್ಬೋದು. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಎ ವಂಡರ್ಫುಲ್ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಟು ಪಿಕ್ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ಯುವರ್ PUC ಇಫ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟೆಡ್. ಸೊ ಇನ್ ದ ಪ್ರೈವೇಟ್ ಸೆಕ್ಟರ್, ನಾನು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೆಲ್ಲ ಗೌರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಸೆಮಿ ಗೌರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಸೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಇಷ್ಟೊತ್ತು. ಪ್ರೈವೇಟ್ ಸೆಕ್ಟರಲ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ ತುಂಬ ಅವಕಾಶಗಳು ನಮ್ಮ ಹುಡುಗರು ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟಿಂಗ್ ಎಕ್ಸಿಕ್ಯೂಟಿವ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಪ್ಲಾಂಟೇಶನ್ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜರ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು. ಈಗ ತುಂಬ ಕಮರ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಫಾರ್ಮಿಂಗ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಬಿಗ್ಗ ಇಂಡಸ್ಟ್ರೀಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಫಾರ್ಮಿಂಗ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ಕೃಷಿ ಮೇಲೆ ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜರ್ಸ್ ಪೋಸ್ಟ್ ಬೇಕು. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಹುಡುಗರು ಅಥವಾ ಗ್ರಾಜುಯೇಟ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಹೈಲಿ ಎಲಿಜಿಬಲ್. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಅಫ್ಕೋರ್ಸ್ ಅಗ್ರಿಕಲ್ಚರ್ ರಿಸರ್ಚ್ ಸೈಂಟಿಸ್ಟ್ ಕೂಡ ಪ್ರೈವೇಟ್ ಸೆಕ್ಟರಲ್ಲಿ ನಡೀತಾ ಇದೆ. ಕೆಲವು ಪ್ರೈವೇಟ್ ಸೆಕ್ಟರಲ್ಲಿ ರಿಸರ್ಚ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಆ ಸಂಶೋಧನೆಗೆ ನೀವು ಪೋಸ್ಟ್ ಗ್ರಾಜುಯೇಷನ್ ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಮಾಡಿದಂತಹ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳು ಎಲಿಜಿಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಬರ್ತಾರೆ. ಬ್ಯಾಚಲರ್ಸ್ ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಆದಮೇಲೆ, PUC ಆಗಿ ಬ್ಯಾಚಲರ್ಸ್ ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಆದಮೇಲೆ ನೀವು ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಲೆವೆಲ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಪೋಸ್ಟ್ ಗ್ರಾಜುಯೇಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. ಬ್ಯಾಚಲರ್ಸ್ ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಅಂದರೆ ಅಂಡರ್ ಗ್ರಾಜುಯೇಟ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಈ ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ನಿಮಗೆ ತುಂಬ ಅವಕಾಶಗಳಿದೆ. ಸೊ ಇಫ್ ಐ ವಾಂಟ್ ಟು ಜಸ್ಟ್ ರಿಕಾಲ್, we have options and opportunities both in central government as well as state government jobs, private sectors. If you want to just remember or if recall the central government job, just now I said we have multiple agri related companies or sectors. ಕೃಷಿ ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟಂತ ಇಂಡಿಯನ್ ಕೌನ್ಸಿಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಅಗ್ರಿಕಲ್ಚರ್ ರಿಸರ್ಚ್ ಅಂತಿದೆ, ಇಂಡಿಯನ್ ಕೌನ್ಸಿಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಫಾರೆಸ್ಟ್ ರಿಸರ್ಚ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಎಜುಕೇಶನ್ ಅಂತಿದೆ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ವಿಜ್ಞಾನಿಗಳು ಬೇಕು. ಸೈಂಟಿಸ್ಟ್ ಪೋಸ್ಟಿಗೆ ನೀವು ಪೋಸ್ಟ್ ಗ್ರಾಜುಯೇಷನ್ ಆದಮೇಲೆ ಎಲಿಜಿಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಇದೆ. UPSC ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಈ ಫಾರ್ಮರ್ಸ್ ಫೆಡರೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಕೆಲವು ಇದೆ, ಗೌರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಸಪೋರ್ಟೆಡ್, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ನಿಮಗೆ ಅವಕಾಶಗಳಿದೆ. ನ್ಯಾಷನಲ್ ಸೀಡ್ ಕಾರ್ಪೊರೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಇದೆ, ಕೃಷಿ ವಿಜ್ಞಾನ ಕೇಂದ್ರಗಳಿದೆ, ಅಗ್ರಿಕಲ್ಚರ್ ಟೆಕ್ನಾಲಜಿ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಸೆಂಟರ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ, ಏಜೆನ್ಸಿಗಳಿದೆ. ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಸೆಂಟ್ರಲ್ ಗೌರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಸಪೋರ್ಟೆಡ್. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ತುಂಬ ಪ್ರತಿ ವರ್ಷ ನಿಮಗೆ ಅವಕಾಶಗಳು ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಆದ್ದರಿಂದ ಕೃಷಿ ವಿಶ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾಲಯಗಳ ಗ್ರಾಜುಯೇಟ್ಸನ್ನು ಪ್ರಿಫರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಸೆಂಟ್ರಲ್ ಗೌರ್ಮೆಂಟಲ್ಲಿ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪಲ್ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ. ಸೇಮ್ ವೇ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಗೌರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಆಸ್ ವೆಲ್. ಸೊ ಸೇ ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್, ನಮ್ಮ ಲೈನ್ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟು ಅಗ್ರಿಕಲ್ಚರ್ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಂತ ಕರ್ಕೋತೀವಿ ನಾವು. ಅಗ್ರಿಕಲ್ಚರ್ ಡೆವಲಪ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಫೀಸರ್ ಆಗಿ ಹೋಗ್ಬೋದು, ಅಗ್ರಿಕಲ್ಚರ್ ಆಫೀಸರ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಹೋಗ್ಬೋದು. ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಥರದ ಒಂದು ಅವಕಾಶಗಳಿದೆ. ಅಗ್ರಿಕಲ್ಚರ್ ಆಫೀಸರ್ಸ್, ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಅಗ್ರಿಕಲ್ಚರ್ ಆರ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಸಪೋರ್ಟೆಡ್ ಅಗ್ರಿಕಲ್ಚರ್ ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟೀಸ್ ಇದೆ, ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟೆನ್ಷನ್ ಆಫೀಸರ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಸಪೋರ್ಟೆಡ್, ಸೇ ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಫಾರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಇದೆ, ರೇಂಜ್ ಫಾರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫೀಸರ್ಸ್. ಇಂಥ ಕರೆಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಗೌರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಸ್ಪಾನ್ಸರ್ಡ್, ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಗೌರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಸಪೋರ್ಟೆಡ್ ಜಾಬ್ಸ್ ತುಂಬ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಅಸಿಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಕನ್ಸರ್ವೇಟರ್ ಆಫ್ ಫಾರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್, ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಡೆನೂ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಅವಕಾಶ ಇದೆ. ಸೆಂಟ್ರಲ್ ಗೌರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಸ್ ವೆಲ್ ಆಸ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಗೌರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ತುಂಬಾ ಅವಕಾಶ ಇದೆ. ಈ ಕೆಲವು ಜಾಬ್ಗಳಿಗೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಪೋಸ್ಟ್ ಗ್ರಾಜುಯೇಷನ್ ಬೇಕು, ಕೆಲವು ಜಾಬ್ಗಳಿಗೆ ಬ್ಯಾಚುಲರ್ಸ್ ಡಿಗ್ರಿ, BSc ಹಾನರ್ಸ್ ಅಗ್ರಿಕಲ್ಚರ್ ಆರ್ ರಿಲೇಟೆಡ್ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಫೈನ್, ಯು ಆರ್ ಎಲಿಜಿಬಲ್ ಅಂಡ್ ದೇರ್ ಆಲ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ 1 ಗೆಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫೀಸರ್ಸ್ ತರ ನಿಮಗೆ ಅವಕಾಶಗಳು ಬರ್ತವೆ. ಇದು ಗೌರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಸೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ಅದೇ ತರ ನಾನು ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಇನ್ಸೂರೆನ್ಸ್ ಸೆಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಅವಕಾಶ ಇದೆ. ಬ್ಯಾಂಕಿಂಗ್ ಸೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಆಫೀಸರ್ಸ್ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು, ಅಗ್ರಿಕಲ್ಚರ್ ಆಫೀಸರ್ಸ್ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು, ಜೂನಿಯರ್ ಅಗ್ರಿಕಲ್ಚರ್ ಅಸೋಸಿಯೇಟ್ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು, ರೂರಲ್ ಡೆವಲಪ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಫೀಸರ್ಸ್ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು, ಮಲ್ಟಿಪಲ್ ಅವಕಾಶಗಳಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದಾಗೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಅಗ್ರಿಕಲ್ಚರ್ ಗ್ರಾಜುಯೇಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ಪ್ರಿಫರ್ ಮಾಡಿ ತಗೋತಾರೆ. ನೀವು ಬೇರೆ ಜಾಬ್ಗಳಿಗೆ ಕೂಡ ಅಟೆಂಪ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು, ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜರ್ ಆಗಿ ಅಟೆಂಪ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು, ಬಟ್ ಸ್ಪೆಷಲೈಸ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ಸ್ಗೆ ನೀವು ಎಲಿಜಿಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಬರ್ತೀರಾ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಈ ಕೆಲವು ಡೆಸಿಗ್ನೇಷನ್ಸ್ ನೋಡಿದರೆ ಈ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕಿಂಗ್ ಸೆಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಡೆಸಿಗ್ನೇಷನ್, ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜರ್ಸ್, ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟಿಂಗ್ ಆಫೀಸರ್, ರಿಸರ್ಚ್ ಆಫೀಸರ್ಸ್, ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಆಫೀಸರ್ಸ್ ಕೇಟರ್ ಆದ್ರಿಂದ ಸೊಸೈಟಿನಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ಒಂದು ಗೌರವ ಸಿಗ್ತದೆ. ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಬಿ ರೆಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟೆಡ್ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಯು ವರ್ಕ್ ಆಸ್ ಅನ್ ಆಫೀಸರ್, ಯು ಆರ್ ಟೆಕ್ನಿಕಲಿ ಕ್ವಾಲಿಫೈಡ್ ಗ್ರಾಜುಯೇಟ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಬಿ, ದೇರ್ಫೋರ್ ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ವೆಲ್ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ಡ್ ವಿತ್ ರೆಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ಟು ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಇನ್ಸೂರೆನ್ಸ್ ಸೆಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಆಸ್ ವೆಲ್. ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಇತ್ತೀಚೆಗೆ ಈ ಕ್ಯಾಂಪಸ್ ರಿಕ್ರೂಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಶುರುವಾಗಿದೆ, ಕ್ಯಾಂಪಸ್ ಸೆಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಶುರುವಾಗಿದೆ. ಪ್ರೈವೇಟ್ ಕಂಪನೀಸು ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ದೇ ಪಿಕ್ ದ ಕ್ಯಾಂಡಿಡೇಟ್ಸ್. ಅಫ್ಕೋರ್ಸ್ ದಟ್ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ಗುಡ್ ಮೆರಿಟ್, ನೀವು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಓದಿರಬೇಕು, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಟ್ಯಾಲೆಂಟ್ ನೀವು ತೋರಿಸ್ಬೇಕು, ಯು ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ಕ್ವಾಲಿಫೈಡ್ ಇನಫ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಗೆಟ್ ಅಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟೆಡ್ ಬೈ ದೀಸ್ ಪ್ರೈವೇಟ್ ಕಂಪನೀಸ್. ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಸೆಲ್ ಇದೆ. ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಸೆಲ್ಲಲ್ಲಿ ದೇ ವಿಲ್ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಯು ಟು ಗೆಟ್ ಇನ್ ಟು ದೀಸ್ ಕೈಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಸೋ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಜಾಬ್ಸ್. ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟಿಂಗ್ ಜಾಬ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಸೀಡ್ಸ್, ಫರ್ಟಿಲೈಸರ್ ಕಂಪನೀಸ್, ಪೆಸ್ಟಿಸೈಡ್ಸ್, ಆರ್ಗ್ಯಾನಿಕ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಇನ್ಆರ್ಗ್ಯಾನಿಕ್ ಮೆನ್ಯೂರ್ಸ್. ಈಗ ಮೆನ್ಯೂರ್ ಕಂಪನೀಸ್ ತುಂಬಾ ಆಗ್ತದೆ, ಸಾಯಿಲ್ ಹೆಲ್ತ್ ಅಂತೇನೇನೋ ನಮ್ಮ ಹೊಸ ಹೊಸ ಐಡಿಯಾಸ್ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ ಗ್ರೋತ್ ರೆಗ್ಯುಲೇಟರ್ಸ್, ನಾನು ಹೇಳಿದಾಗೆ ಫ್ಲವರಿಂಗ್ ಡಿಲೇ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಫ್ಲವರಿಂಗ್ ಹೇಸನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಫ್ರೂಟ್ ರೈಪನಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಕ್ವಾಲಿಟಿ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಇಂಥ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಡೆಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಗ್ರೋತ್ ರೆಗ್ಯುಲೇಟರ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಪ್ಲೇಯಿಂಗ್ ವೆರಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ರೋಲ್. ಇಂಜಿನಿಯರಿಂಗ್ ಸೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಇದೆ, ಇರಿಗೇಷನ್ನು, ಇಕ್ವಿಪ್ಮೆಂಟು, ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಮೆಷಿನರಿ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಡೆನೂ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟಿಂಗ್ ಬೇಕು ಅವರಿಗೆ. So agriculture graduates are only preferred graduates for this by the private companies. So campus interviews ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅಥವಾ ಕ್ಯಾಂಪಸ್ ಸೆಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇಂಥ ಅವಕಾಶಗಳು ನಿಮಗೆ ತುಂಬಾ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿವೆ. ಇನ್ ಅಡಿಷನ್ ಟು ದೇರ್ ಆರ್ ಅದರ್ ಸರ್ವಿಸಸ್ ಆಸ್ ವೆಲ್. ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್ಸ್ಕೇಪಿಂಗ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಕನ್ಸಲ್ಟೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು. ಈಗ ನೀವು ಏರ್ಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಅಥವಾ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಒಂದು ಕಂಪನಿ ಕಡೆ ಹೋದಾಗ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ತುಂಬಾ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಗಾರ್ಡನಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಓದಿರೋ ಗ್ರಾಜುಯೇಟ್ಸೇ ಅದನ್ನ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಆರ್ಗ್ಯಾನಿಕ್ ಫಾರ್ಮಿಂಗ್ ಕಂಪನೀಸ್ ಇದೆ, ಅಗ್ರಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೋರ್ಟ್ಸ್, ಟ್ರೇಡ್, ಇಂಟರ್ನ್ಯಾಷನಲ್ ಟ್ರೇಡಿಂಗ್ ನಮಗೆ ಸರ್ವಿಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆಲ್ಲ ನೀವು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಸರ್ವಿಸ್, ಅಗ್ರಿ ಗ್ರಾಜುಯೇಟ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಪ್ರಿಫರ್ಡ್. ಅಗ್ರಿ ಗ್ರಾಜುಯೇಟ್ಸ್ ವಿತ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪರ್ಟೀಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಕೋರ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಪ್ರಿಫರ್ಡ್. ಡಿಫರೆಂಟ್ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ನಾನು ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ಅಂಥವರಿಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಅವಕಾಶ ಇದೆ. ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟಿಂಗ್, ಎರಡನೇದು ಸರ್ವಿಸ್ ಸೇವೆಗಳು, ಮೂರನೇದು ಇದಲ್ದೇ ಇಂಡಸ್ಟ್ರಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಎಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜರ್ಸ್ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು, ನೀವು ಸೀಡ್ ಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಫೀಸರ್ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು, ಸೀಡ್ ಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಸ್ ವೆಲ್ ಆಸ್ ಪ್ರಾಸೆಸಿಂಗ್ ಆಫೀಸರ್ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು, ಶುಗರ್ ಮಿಲ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ, ಕಾಟನ್ ಮಿಲ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಅವಕಾಶಗಳು, ನರ್ಸರಿ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟೇಶನ್ಸು, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಅಡ್ವೈಸರ್ಸ್, ಆನ್ಲೈನ್ ಅಡ್ವೈಸ್, ಇಂಥದ್ದೆಲ್ಲ ಅವಕಾಶಗಳಿದೆ. ಸೊ ಇಂಡಸ್ಟ್ರಿಗೆ ನೀವು ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು, ಅಡ್ವೈಸರ್ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು. ಸೊ ಹೀಗಾಗಿ ದೇರ್ ಆರ್ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪಲ್ ವೇಸ್, ಮಲ್ಟಿಪಲ್ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ಯು ಟು ಸರ್ವ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಪ್ರೈವೇಟ್ ಕಂಪನೀಸ್. ತುಂಬಾ ಅಗ್ರಿ ಗ್ರಾಜುಯೇಟ್ಸು ಟಾಪ್ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಕಂಪನಿನಲ್ಲಿ, ಡಿಸಿಷನ್ ಮೇಕಿಂಗ್ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅಂಡ್ ಕೆಲವರು ಅವರು ಕ್ಯಾಂಪಸ್ ಸೆಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಸೆಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಬೈ ಬ್ಯಾಚುಲರ್ಸ್ ಡಿಗ್ರಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಸೆಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಹೆಸರು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಕೆಲವು ಕಂಪನಿ ಹೆಸರು ಇಲ್ಲಿದೆ, ಆದರೆ ಇನ್ನೂ ತುಂಬಾ ಕಂಪನಿಗಳು ಇದೆ. ಈ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಂಪನಿನಲ್ಲೂ ನಮ್ಮ ಅಗ್ರಿ ಸೆಂಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟೀಸ್ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ದೇರ್ ಆಲ್ ಅಗ್ರಿ ಸೆಂಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಕಂಪನೀಸ್, ದೇರ್ಫೋರ್ ದೇರ್ ಆರ್ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪಲ್ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ಅಸ್ ಟು ಗೆಟ್ ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯ್ಡ್. ಇದು ಇಲ್ಲದೆ ಇದ್ರೆ ಕೂಡ ನೀವು ಕೆಲವರಿಗೆ ಹೈಯರ್ ಎಜುಕೇಶನ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ನೂ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಓದಬೇಕು. ನಾನು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ಬ್ಯಾಚುಲರ್ಸ್ ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಆದಮೇಲೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಪೋಸ್ಟ್ ಗ್ರಾಜುಯೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಅದು ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆ. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಸ್ಪೆಷಲೈಸೇಷನ್ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಬೇಸಿಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಪಿಕ್ ದ ಒನ್ ವಿಚ್ ಯು ವಾಂಟ್. ಇಟ್ ಕುಡ್ ಬಿ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್, ಫೈನಾನ್ಸ್, ದರ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಪಾಸಿಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಆಫ್ MBA, ಮಾಸ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಅಡ್ಮಿನಿಸ್ಟ್ರೇಷನ್. ನೀವು ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಷನ್ಸ್ ಸೇರ್ಕೋಬಹುದು, ಆರ್ಗನೈಸೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಲೈಕ್ IIM, ಇಂಡಿಯನ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್, ಇಂಥದ್ ಕಡೆ ಸೇರ್ಕೋಬಹುದು. ಅಂಡ್ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟಿಂಗ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಫೈನಾನ್ಸಿಂಗ್ MBA ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಡೂ ಎ ವೆರಿ ಗುಡ್ ಸರ್ವಿಸ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಇಂಡಸ್ಟ್ರಿ ಆಸ್ ವೆಲ್. ಅದಲ್ಲದೆ MBA ಇನ್ ಅಗ್ರಿ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಕೆಲವು ಅಗ್ರಿಕಲ್ಚರ್ ಯೂನಿವರ್ಸಿಟಿನಲ್ಲೇ ಇದೆ, ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಇದೆ MBA ಇನ್ ಅಗ್ರಿ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್. ಸೊ ಅದು ಕೂಡ ಪಾಸಿಬಿಲಿಟಿ. ದಿಸ್ ಅಗ್ರಿ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಬಿ ಎ ವೆರಿ ಗುಡ್ ಅಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ಇಂಡಸ್ಟ್ರೀಸ್. ಸೊ ನಿಮಗೆ ಜಾಬ್ ಅವಕಾಶಗಳು ತುಂಬಾ ಬೇಗ ಸಿಗ್ತದೆ. ಅದಲ್ಲದೆ ಪೋಸ್ಟ್ ಗ್ರಾಜುಯೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಥರದಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಸ್ಟರ್ಸ್ MSc in agricultural sciences or MUSc, any field possible, then PhD possible with a specific discipline. Once you do MSc in specific discipline, you will be allowed to do PhD only in that discipline. That way, in Indian agriculture setup, possible. And once you have this higher degree, you are eligible for research as well as teaching in diverse different fields. That's the beauty. So bachelor's degree, master's degree, then post graduation. That is PhD in any specific disciplines of your choice. ಅವಕಾಶ ಇದೆ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಇದ್ರ ಬೇಸಿಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಈಗ ಸೈಂಟಿಸ್ಟ್ ಪೋಸ್ಟ್ ರಿಕ್ರೂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಇಂಡಿಯನ್ ಕೌನ್ಸಿಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಅಗ್ರಿಕಲ್ಚರ್ ರಿಸರ್ಚ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಮೆನಿ ಅದರ್ ಆರ್ಗನೈಸೇಷನ್ಸ್, ಅಗ್ರಿಕಲ್ಚರ್ ಯೂನಿವರ್ಸಿಟೀಸ್, you will become eligible to obtain job as a scientist or a teacher or a faculty. ಸೊ ಈ ತರ ಹೈಯರ್ ಎಜುಕೇಶನ್ ಪಾಸಿಬಿಲಿಟೀಸ್ ಇದೆ ಬಿಯಾಂಡ್ ಬ್ಯಾಚಲರ್ಸ್ ಡಿಗ್ರಿ, BSc ಅಗ್ರಿಕಲ್ಚರ್ ಅಲ್ಲದೆ ಮುಂದೆ ಅವಕಾಶಗಳು ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ರಿಸರ್ಚ್ ನಾನು ಹೇಳೋದು ತುಂಬಾ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಈಗ ಇತ್ತೀಚೆಗೆ ನಮಗೆ ಪ್ರಿಸಿಷನ್ ಅಗ್ರಿಕಲ್ಚರ್ ಅಂತ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ನಾವು ಬೇಕಾದಾಗ ಗಿಡ ಬೆಳಿಬೇಕು, ಬೇಕಾದಾಗ ಹೂ ಬರಬೇಕು, ಬೇಕಾದಾಗ ಹಣ್ಣು ಹಾಕ್ಬೇಕು, ಬೇಕಾದಾಗ ಹಣ್ಣು ಬೆಳೆದು ಬಲ್ತು ತಿನ್ನುವಾಗಿರ್ಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಈ ತರ ಪ್ರಿಸಿಷನ್ ಅಗ್ರಿಕಲ್ಚರ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಹ್ಯೂಜ್ ಡಿಮಾಂಡ್ ಫಾರ್ ಅಗ್ರಿಕಲ್ಚರ್. ಸೊ ದೇರ್ಫೋರ್ ವಿ ನೀಡ್ ಟು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಬೇಸಿಕ್ ಆಸ್ ವೆಲ್ ಆಸ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಟಜಿಕ್ ರಿಸರ್ಚ್. ಸಂಶೋಧನೆ ಬಹಳ ಮುಖ್ಯ. ಇದೊಂದು ಚಿತ್ರ ತೋರಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ನಿಮಗೆ, ನೀವು ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ಬೋದು. ಈ ಗಿಡ ನಾನು ಏನು ಇಲ್ದೇನೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಬಯೋಟೆಕ್ನಾಲಜಿ ಬೇಸಿಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ ವೈಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಈ ಗ್ರೀನ್ ಕ್ಲೋರೋಫಿಲ್ ಪಿಗ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ನಾನು ಅಳಿಸಾಕ್ಬೋದು, ಇರೇಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಇದು ಸಂಶೋಧನೆಯಿಂದ ಸಾಧ್ಯ. ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಈಗ ಚಿತ್ರದಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ, ನೀವು ನೋಡಿರ್ಬೋದು. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಅವರ್ ಲ್ಯಾಬೊರೇಟರಿ ರಿಸರ್ಚ್. ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ a plant into green plant into white. We call gene silencing. We can silence a gene and make the plant white. Very interesting. So what I want to say is research is very interesting. ತುಂಬಾ ಹುಡುಗರು ಸಂಶೋಧನಾ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಇರೋರು ಅಗ್ರಿಕಲ್ಚರ್ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟಿಗೆ ಬಂದು ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ತರದ ರಿಸರ್ಚ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ತುಂಬಾ ಅವಕಾಶ ಇದೆ ಅಗ್ರಿಕಲ್ಚರ್ ಸೈನ್ಸಸ್ ಬಂದ್ರೆ. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬೇಸಿಕ್ ಸೈನ್ಸ್ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಅಪ್ಲೈಡ್ ಸೈನ್ಸ್ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಬೇಸಿಕ್ ಸೈನ್ಸ್ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಇರೋರು ರಿಸರ್ಚ್ ಕಡೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ತುಂಬಾ ಅವಕಾಶ ಇದೆ. ಅದಲ್ದೇನೆ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್ ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯ್ಮೆಂಟ್. ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಯಾವುದು ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಯಾವ ಕಂಪನಿಗೂ ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡೋಕೆ ಇಷ್ಟ ಇಲ್ಲ, ನೀವು ನಿಮಗೋಸ್ಕರ ದುಡಿತೀರಾ, ದೇಶ ಸೇವೆ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ. ಈಗ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ಅಪ್ ಅಂತೆಲ್ಲ ಏನೇನೋ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ ನಾವು. ಕಂಪನಿ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಂತಿದೆ, ಸೆಲ್ಫ್ ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ತುಂಬಾ ಅವಕಾಶ ಅಗ್ರಿ ಸೈನ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ಲಿಟ್ಲ್ ಬಿಟ್ ಐಡಿಯಾ ಇದ್ದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ದುಡ್ಡಿದ್ರೂ ಕೂಡ ಅಗ್ರಿ ರಿಸರ್ಚ್ ಅಥವಾ ಕಂಪನಿ ಶುರು ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ಅಪ್ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್ ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ. ದೇರ್ ಆರ್ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪಲ್ ಆಪರ್ಚುನಿಟೀಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್ ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯ್ಮೆಂಟ್ in agricultural sciences and related subjects. So bio input production ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು, ಫರ್ಟಿಲೈಸರ್ಸು, ಏನೇನೋ ಅವಕಾಶಗಳಿದೆ ಈಗ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ಅಥವಾ ಮೆನ್ಯೂರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಕಮಾಡಿಟಿ ಟ್ರೇಡಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು, ಕನ್ಸಲ್ಟೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು, ನರ್ಸರಿ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ಟು ಗಿಡನ ಮಾರ್ಬೋದು, ಅಗ್ರಿಕಲ್ಚರ್ ಸೈನ್ಸಸ್ ನಾಲೆಜ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್ಸ್ಕೇಪಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು, ಫುಡ್ ಪ್ರಾಸೆಸಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಸೊ ಸೀಡ್ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಈಗ ಹೊಸ ಹೊಸ ಥರದ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ತೊಂದರೆಗಳು ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ನಾವು ಪ್ರಿಸಿಷನ್ ಅಗ್ರಿಕಲ್ಚರ್ಗೆ ಅಗ್ರಿ ಕ್ಲಿನಿಕ್ ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಐಡಿಯಾ ಶುರು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಸೊ ನ್ಯೂಟ್ರಿ ಕ್ಲಿನಿಕ್, ಅಗ್ರಿ ಕ್ಲಿನಿಕ್, ಯಾವ ಬೆಳೆಗಳಿಗೆ ಏನೇನು ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಸ್ಪೆಸಿಫಿಕ್ ಆಗಿ ಗೈಡೆನ್ಸ್ ಕೊಡ್ಬೋದು. ಸೊ ಅಗ್ರಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಯಾವ ಕಂಟ್ರಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದಕ್ಕೆ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಡಿಮಾಂಡ್ ಇದೆ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು, ಈಗ ಆನ್ಲೈನ್ ಟ್ರೇಡಿಂಗ್ ಇದೆ, ಆ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ನಾವು ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಅರ್ನ್ ಮನಿ, be a self-employed person. Self-employment opportunities are too many in the field of agriculture. ಈ ಚಿತ್ರದಲ್ಲಿ ತೋರಿಸಿದಾಗೆ ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಫೀಲ್ಡಲ್ಲಿ ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಅವಕಾಶಗಳು ಬರ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ನಾವು ಸೆಲ್ಫ್ ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ, ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟಪ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಅಗ್ರಿ ಸೈನ್ಸ್ ನನ್ನ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ತುಂಬ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಅವಕಾಶ. ಕೆಲವರು ಇಂಜಿನಿಯರಿಂಗ್ ಗ್ರಾಜ್ಯುಯೇಟ್, ಇಂಜಿನಿಯರಿಂಗ್ ಮುಗಿಸ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಬರ್ತಾರೆ ಈಗ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟಪ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಇನ್ ಅಗ್ರಿಕಲ್ಚರ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಅಂತ. ಅವರಿಗೆ ಬೇಸಿಕ್ ನಾಲೆಜ್ ಇರಲ್ಲ, ಅವರಿಗೆ ಫೇಲ್ಯೂರ್ಸ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ನಿಮಗೆ ಸಕ್ಸಸ್ ರೇಟ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ನಿಮಗೆ ಅಗ್ರಿ ಫೀಲ್ಡಲ್ಲಿ, which is a perennial field, everybody wants food every day. So self-employment is a wonderful opportunity. After bachelor's degree, it is possible. Okay, are you there? Hello?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Please go ahead, sir.
Are you, am I able to?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you very much. So, ನಾನು ಹೇಳಿದಾಗೆ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಸೆಕ್ಟರಲ್ಲಿ ಈಗ ನಮ್ಮ ಗ್ರಾಜ್ಯುಯೇಟ್ಸ್ ಎವ್ರಿ ಇಯರ್ ತುಂಬ ಜನ ಹೋಗಿ ಸೇರ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ರೂರಲ್ ಡೆವಲಪ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಫೀಸರ್ ಟು ಅಗ್ರಿಕಲ್ಚರ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಆಫೀಸರ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ. ಇದು ಬ್ಯಾಚಲರ್ಸ್ ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಆದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಹೋಗ್ಬೋದು, ನೀವು ಹೈಯರ್ ಎಜುಕೇಶನ್ ಬೇಕಾಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಪ್ರೊಫೆಷನಲ್ ಆಫೀಸರ್ಸ್ ಟು ನ್ಯಾಷನಲೈಸ್ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ತುಂಬ ಅವಕಾಶ ಇದೆ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಟಾಪ್ ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯೀಸ್ ನೋಡಿದರೆ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕಿಂಗ್ ಸೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಇಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಒನ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಟಾಪ್ ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯೀಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಅವರ್ ಗ್ರಾಜ್ಯುಯೇಟ್ಸ್. And we have now our graduates employed In central and state government departments, of course, you need to have bachelor's degree in agriculture sciences, otherwise you can't get into state government agri related departments. And government research centers, master's degree adorg beku. Food technology companies, bachelor's degree as well as master's degree in food technology eligibility ಇದೆ. Farm agriculture machineries, agriculture engineering division, BTech agriculture engineering ಅವರು ತುಂಬಾ ಜನ ಹೋಗಿ ಸೇರ್ಕೋತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. So these are the top employers. I'm just listing. Food processing unit ಇದೆ. Seed companies also very huge demand. And of course, many people are actually final year ಬಂದಾಗಲೇ ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಹುಡುಗರು graduates to have their own farms and fields entrepreneurship. That is also one of the top list in our agri setup now. So I feel there is multiple options for the graduates. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಥರ ಈಗ PUC ಮುಗಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡು ಅಗ್ರಿಕಲ್ಚರ್ ಯೂನಿವರ್ಸಿಟಿಗೆ ಬಂದರೆ you can definitely earn and make sure that you are happy with this degree program. So not only I'm talking about crop science centric agri field ಅಂತಲ್ಲ, ನಿಮಗೆ animal science related subject ಅಲ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಅವಕಾಶ ತುಂಬಾ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. As I mentioned earlier, ನಿಮಗೆ ಕೆಲವು ಕಡೆ ಟೆಂಪ್ರರಿ ಆಗಿ ಸಿಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಿದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಜೂನಿಯರ್ ರಿಸರ್ಚ್ ಫೆಲೋಶಿಪ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ, ಸೀನಿಯರ್ ರಿಸರ್ಚ್ ಫೆಲೋಶಿಪ್ ರಿಸರ್ಚ್ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೆಲವು ಹುಡುಗರು ಟೆಂಪ್ರರಿ ಸೇರ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ದೇ ಇಂಪ್ರೂವ್ ದೇರ್ ಸ್ಕಿಲ್ ಸೆಟ್ and try to get into big industries or big institutions for their higher studies. So these are the wonderful options and opportunities available for the graduates of agricultural sciences, both in animal as well as field science, animal science as well as field crop science. So I request you to see these options and opportunities and explore. So from this angle, if you ask the question, why should I choose? Why should I pick on? Why should I think about agri related subject? There are 4 or 5 reasons. You must pick, according to me, if you are interested in farm and agri food related sciences. It's a skill oriented course. Wide range of roles you can play in building society. Jana sevege idu ಒಂದು ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಅವಕಾಶ ನನ್ನ ಪ್ರಕಾರ. ಈ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟು ಅಗ್ರಿ ಸೈನ್ಸ್ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ನನಗೆ ತಿಳಿದ ಹಾಗೆ ಯಾವ ಕಡೆ ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೂ ಹೋಗ್ಬೋದು. ತುಂಬ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಓರಿಯೆಂಟೆಡ್ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ನಮಗೆ ಅಗ್ರಿಕಲ್ಚರ್ ಸೈನ್ಸ್ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಇಯರಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಫಾರ್ಮರ್ಸ್ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಇರ್ತೀರಾ. ಸೊ ದರ್ ಈಸ್ ಎ ರೂರಲ್ ವರ್ಕ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೀರಿಯನ್ಸ್ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಅಂತಿದೆ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ತುಂಬ ಸ್ಕಿಲ್ ಓರಿಯೆಂಟೆಡ್ ಕೋರ್ಸಸ್ ಆರ್ ಟೆಕ್ನಿಕ್ಸ್ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಎ ವೈಡ್ ರೇಂಜ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ಸ್. ದೇರ್ ಫಾರ್ ಯು ಮಸ್ಟ್ ಪಿಕ್ ದಿಸ್ ಕೋರ್ಸ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಎ ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯರ್ ಆರ್ to be a person with full knowledge to employ others. So there is huge demand in agri sector. Why you should choose agriculture science? Because it is a perennial subject. There is always demand, growing importance of sustainable agriculture. So everybody thinks about eco-friendly way of cultivation. We need food every day. Without food, you and I can't survive. So it's required. And some of the food products what you have is highly perishable. That means it should be grown continuously in a sustainable manner. So growing importance of sustainable agriculture. So we need technology, we need knowledge. So if you want to do something, I would say agri related course is the best to do in that way. And I have multiple options and examples with me to demonstrate the opportunities for education, higher education in agricultural sciences and career growth. And I said our scientists or our graduates are working in different fields, including animal science and medical science fields. So some of them are good entrepreneurs, some of them are good educationists. So some of them are policy makers. So career growth is possible because of wide range of subject what you study. And those who are interested in job market, well, there is a good option for job. Good salary packages are also available because agriculture is a kind of growing subject. Everybody wants food, but you should be a topper. I keep saying this. If you're a topper, absolutely there is no problem for your salary. I just picked up some examples for agri graduates options and opportunities. Bachelor's degree. So you can see, probably ask others also that the salary package varies from place to place depending upon your skill set, but then you can definitely find that this particular course, agricultural science course, is highly respected and people are interested to join. And there's a good competition as well in core courses. So why? Because everybody feels everything else can wait, but not agriculture. So science is important. Agriculture is important. So agricultural science, what you are going to study in agri university would definitely help you to grow. And therefore I feel ನೀವು ಕೃಷಿ ಕೋರ್ಸನ್ನು ನಿಮಗೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಇಷ್ಟ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಈಗ ಮನಸ್ಸು ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅವಕಾಶ ಉಪಯೋಗಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡು ಸೇರ್ಬೋದು. ನಾನು ಪದೇ ಪದೇ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ, ಯಾವ ಕೋರ್ಸಿಗೆ ಹೋದ್ರೂ ಕೂಡ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕೋರ್ಸು ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್, ಬಟ್ the course which is dear to you, you should join A. B, you should also make sure that you are the topper. Okay, the moment you are the topper, ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಡೆ ಅವಕಾಶ ಬರ್ತಾ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. So agriculture science, I am pitching just because food production, food distribution, and farm management, these things are very important now, and everything is becoming mechanized. Instruments use ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು without struggle in the farmland, you can actually grow crops, but you should have a good knowledge to do that. ಈಗ ಮ್ಯಾನ್ಯುವಲ್ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಹೊರಟೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದೆ ಕೆಲವು ಫೀಲ್ಡಲ್ಲಿ. ಸೈಂಟಿಫಿಕ್ ಟೆಕ್ನಾಲಜಿ ಓರಿಯೆಂಟೆಡ್ ಮೆಥಡ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಅವೈಲೇಬಲ್. ಐ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಗಿವ್ ಕಮಾಂಡ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಮೈ ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್ ಫಾರ್ ಎ ಡ್ರೋನ್ ಟು ಗೋ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಸ್ಪ್ರೇ ಆನ್ ಎ ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್, ಪಾಸಿಬಲ್. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಡೇಟಾ ಕಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಯಾವ ಕ್ರಾಪು ಎಷ್ಟೊತ್ತಿಗೆ ಹಾರ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು ಅಂತಲೂ ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಹಾರ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ with the help of machine without going to field. That possibility is also there. So ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ you should have a sound knowledge of basic as well as applied science, and agriculture science is the science which gives diverse knowledge in diverse field for food production, food distribution, as well as farm management. Therefore, I believe that this is one of the interesting course you must think of accepting and contributing for the farm production or food and nutritional security of our country and our population. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ಚಿತ್ರದಲ್ಲಿ ಈಗ ನಾನು ತೋರಿಸ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ತರದ ಆಹಾರ ಪದಾರ್ಥಗಳು, ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಕಮಿಂಗ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದಿ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್. ಸಂಬಡಿ ಕಾಂಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಟೆಡ್ ಸಮ್ ನಾಲೆಜ್, somebody contributed for their productivity, and that made us to come to our table. Somebody marketed them, somebody processed it. And if you see carefully, idella agriculture science, production to processing to marketing, everything is being taught in Krishi Vishwavidyanalaya. So Krishi Vijnanada ಪ್ರಾಮುಖ್ಯತೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ನಿಮಗೆ. ಫುಡ್ ಅಂಡ್ ನ್ಯೂಟ್ರಿಷನ್ ಸೆಕ್ಯೂರಿಟಿ, ನೀವು ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಆಹಾರ ತಿಂದು ದಷ್ಟಪುಟ್ಟವಾಗಿ ಬೆಳ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ, ನ್ಯೂಟ್ರಿಷನ್ ಸೆಕ್ಯೂರಿಟಿ ಬಂದರೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಯೋಚನೆ, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮನಸ್ಥಿತಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, ದೇಶನೂ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಾಗತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನನ್ನ ಒಂದು ಫೀಲಿಂಗ್ ಅಂದರೆ, ವಿಜ್ಞಾನ, ಕೃಷಿ ವಿಜ್ಞಾನ ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟಂಥ ನಾಲೆಜ್ ಇದ್ದರೆ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಬಿಲ್ಡ್ ದ ನೇಷನ್ ಮೋರ್ ಅಗ್ರೆಸಿವ್ಲಿ with the help of the base knowledge what you are going to get. ಸೊ ಕೃಷಿ ವಿಜ್ಞಾನದ ಪ್ರಾಮುಖ್ಯತೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಈಗ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಬೇರೆಯವರು ಹೇಳಿರ್ಬೋದು. ಒಂದು ಮೀಲ್ ಪ್ಲೇಟಲ್ಲಿ ಅನೇಕ ಥರದ ಆಹಾರ ಪದಾರ್ಥಗಳು ಬಂತು ಅಂದರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬಹಳ ಸೈನ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ. ಕೆಲವೆಲ್ಲ ನಾವು ಇಂಡಿಯನ್ ಟ್ರೆಡಿಷನಲ್ ನಾಲೆಜ್ ಅಂತೀವಿ, ಅವ್ರ ಇಂಡಿಜಿನಸ್ ಟ್ರೆಡಿಷನಲ್ ನಾಲೆಜ್ ಅಂತೀವಿ. ನಮ್ಮ ತಾತ ಮುತ್ತಾತ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಟ್ರು, ಅದ್ರ ಬೇಸಿಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಸೈಂಟಿಫಿಕ್ ಎವಿಡೆನ್ಸ್ ನಾವು ಹುಡುಕಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಸೈಂಟಿಫಿಕ್ ಎವಿಡೆನ್ಸಸ್ ಬೇಸಿಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ ವಿ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಡೂ ಫಾರ್ಮಿಂಗ್, we actually do cooking and processing, we also do marketing, and ultimately it comes to a meal plate. Then we get the benefit of the knowledge. So we in agriculture university at this point of time, using traditional as well as advanced modern science knowledge, enrich the whatever the knowledge what we have and transfer that knowledge to the students. So University of Agriculture Sciences in Karnataka as well as in India has a main responsibility of transferring knowledge in an organized manner, and everything is coordinated by the Indian Council of Agriculture Research as with the help of the state governments. So if you join any course in agri science, you will be highly benefited and you will contribute for the nation building. So that's the reason I'm here today to share as well as induce you some options and opportunities, or induce you to join the course in agri related subjects. So I have given only overview, I have not given the details. Those who are interested can come back to us and talk to us through anybody whom you know who are working or your seniors, or through Karnataka Vijnana Mattu Tantrajnana Academy KSTA ಮೂಲಕ. We'll be very happy to share additional information so that all of us are benefited and knowledge is continued and it is sustained. And why we need? If agriculture fails, everything else will fail. It is not said by me, it is by Bharat Ratna M.S. Swaminathan, father of Indian Green Revolution. So he contributed, he gathered base knowledge, he obtained knowledge from the farmers. He keeps saying, he was telling us wherever we attend meetings that farmers' contribution, societal contribution is very important, or they contributed significantly for our green revolution. ನೀವು ಇದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಂಡಿರ್ಬೋದು. ಗ್ರೀನ್ ರಿವಲ್ಯೂಷನ್, ನಮಗೆ ಆಹಾರ ಉತ್ಪಾದನೆ ತೊಂದರೆ ಆದಾಗ ಗ್ರೀನ್ ರಿವಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್, ಫಾದರ್ ಆಫ್ ಗ್ರೀನ್ ರಿವಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ M.S. ಸ್ವಾಮಿನಾಥನ್ ತರದವರು ಸಹಾಯ ಮಾಡಿದರು. ದೇ ಸೆಡ್ ಬೇಸಿಕ್ ನಾಲೆಜ್ ವಾಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಯೂಸ್ಫುಲ್ ಟು sustain agriculture production, because of which you and I are able to have sufficient food. So think about agri-science and help us to maintain the sustained agri practices and food and nutritional security. So with this, I conclude. And before I conclude, I would like to thank Karnataka Science and Technology Academy for giving me a wonderful opportunity to talk to you again. And I did discuss with your seniors last year. And my University of Agricultural Sciences, GKVK Bangalore, one of the oldest universities, they also created an option for me to serve here. And I would like to thank you all for your patient hearing. I'll be very happy to take questions and queries, if any, and share. And a special thanks to Dr. Ramesh. And I'm really thankful to you, sir, for giving me this option. He agreed. He asked me to give a talk at 11 o'clock. I had another class, so I couldn't take during that window. And he shifted my schedule. I'm sorry for that, but I'm thankful to him again. Thank you so much. Back to you, Dr. Ramesh.
Doctor, thank you very much for a wonderful presentation. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟೇಷನ್ ಇಂದ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಜಾಯ್ನ್ ಆಗಿರೋ ಹುಡುಗರಿಗೆಲ್ಲ ಬಹಳ ಅನುಕೂಲ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅಗ್ರಿಕಲ್ಚರ್ ಯೂನಿವರ್ಸಿಟಿಲಿ ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಕೋರ್ಸ್ಗಳಿಂದ ಹೇಗೆ ಬೆನಿಫಿಟ್ ಪಡ್ಕೋಬಹುದು, ಅಧ್ಯಯನ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು, ಸಂಶೋಧನೆ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು, ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಕಾರ್ಯಗಳಿಗೆ ಕೆಲಸಗಳಿಗೆ ಜಾಯ್ನ್ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು, ಲೈಕ್ IPS, IAS, ಕಾಂಪಿಟೇಟಿವ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಯಾವ ತರ ಜಾಯ್ನ್ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು, ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಬಹಳ ವಿಸ್ತೃತವಾಗಿ ಮಾಹಿತಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀರಿ. ಈ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಇಯರ್ PUC ಮುಗಿಸಿ ಮುಂದೆ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಹುಡುಗರಿಗೆ ಬಹಳ ಬಹಳ ಅನುಕೂಲವಾದ ಉಪನ್ಯಾಸ. ಮತ್ತೊಮ್ಮೆ ತಮಗೆ ಅಕಾಡೆಮಿ ಪರವಾಗಿ ಬಹಳ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಶಿಫ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದಕ್ಕೆ ಐ ಮಸ್ಟ್ ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಮೈ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಬಿಜು. ಇಮಿಡಿಯೇಟ್ಲಿ ಅಗ್ರೀಡ್ ಟು shift his class to first hour, and I'm thankful to Dr. Biju also for his presentation. Sir, I thank you once again. ನಮ್ಮ ಅಕಾಡೆಮಿಲಿ ಈ ತರ ಹಲವಾರು ಉಪನ್ಯಾಸಗಳನ್ನ ರೆಗ್ಯುಲರ್ ಆಗಿ ಏರ್ಪಾಡು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತೀವಿ. ತಮ್ಮ ಸಹಕಾರ ಮಾರ್ಗದರ್ಶನ ಅಕಾಡೆಮಿಗೆ ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಮತ್ತೊಮ್ಮೆ ತಮಗೆ ಹೃತ್ಪೂರ್ವಕ ಧನ್ಯವಾದ. ಉಮೇಶ್, ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಇದ್ರೆ ಸರ್ ಇಸ್ ರೆಡಿ ಟು ಆನ್ಸರ್.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Ramesh. I'm very happy to address the queries, if any.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir. It's a wonderful lecture, sir.
ಶ್ರೀನಿವಾಸ್,
ಸರಳವಾಗಿ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳಿ.
Srinivas, any queries? I am happy, or they can write to me also. You can share my email address.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. As of now, there are no questions, sir. ಎಲ್ಲ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಸಿಪೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಫಾರ್ ಅ ವೆರಿ ಯೂಸ್ಫುಲ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟೇಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಅಪ್ರಿಸಿಯೇಷನ್ ಮೆಸೇಜ್ ಮಾತ್ರ ಹಾಕಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಇನ್ನೇನಾದ್ರೂ ಮುಂದೆ ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರು ಸಂದೇಹ ಮತ್ತೆ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆಗಳಿದ್ರೆ ಸರ್ ನಾವು ನಿಮ್ಮನ್ನ ಸಂಪರ್ಕ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ವಿಲ್ ಗೆಟ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಟು ದೆಮ್ ವಿತ್ ದ ಆನ್ಸರ್ಸ್. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ವೆರಿ ಮಚ್ ಸರ್ ಒನ್ಸ್ ಅಗೇನ್.
ಈ ಉಪನ್ಯಾಸಕ್ಕೆ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಚಂದ್ರಕಾಂತ್ ಲಿಂಗಾಳ ಅವರು ಹಾಗೆ ಶ್ರೀ ಸುಭಾಷ್ ಚಂದ್ರ ಶೆಟ್ಟಿ ಅವರು ಜಾಯ್ನ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅವರು ಸಹ ನಮ್ಮ ಅಗ್ರಿಕಲ್ಚರ್ ಯೂನಿವರ್ಸಿಟಿ ಗ್ರಾಜ್ಯುಯೇಟ್ ಸರ್. ತಮಗೂ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. See you.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much. Bye bye.